Hey team, welcome to a very exciting Tuesday stream. And the reason why it's exciting is because normally it's a members only stream, but tonight we are lucky enough to have a very special tome. So big shout out, big thank you to the amazing team at Games Workshop who have provided us with a preview copy of the Cadia Stands box set, which comes with this resplendent glorious codex, some pretty cards and a bunch of models. I have allowed Joe to use the codex and cards tonight, but he's not getting the models.
I only want the cards and the codex.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping that tempo up right at the start.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am obviously joined by the glorious Joe. He's going to be running the Astra Militarum for us tonight. I am going to throw them against the auspicious Leagues of Votan. So Joe's been having so much fun about the leagues with the Leagues of Votan lately. You've thoroughly enjoyed playing against him.
As your main opponent of the last month and a bit, it's been so much fun.
So it's interesting. A lot of people said that the Guard Codex is looking exceptionally strong and very powerful. So we thought, well, why not chuck him against the Codex that everyone calls super broken pre-nerf? And I still think they're pretty strong post-nerf, just to see how they handle themselves. So Leagues of Votan are currently hot topic right now. Astra Militarum are obviously hot topic right now. Yeah. Two hot topic armies should be a fun stream.
Like the shop hot topic.
Yeah. Now, if you are new here, if you haven't watched the stream before, or if you're sat there and you haven't commented yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit that like button, and you hit that bell notification icon, and my glamorous assistant will press the YouTube button right now. Press the YouTube button, Paddy. There we go, cool. Click, click, ding, brilliant. That means that if you have hit that like button, it's good for the algorithm. If you hit that subscribe button, then you get to come and check out all the channel content. And if you hit the bell notification, then you won't miss another stream because it will notify you when we go live, even for members only streams. And that's important if you're not a member. If you are a member, of course, we do put out announcements on Discord every single time we go live as well. So big shout out to all you beautiful channel subscribers out there. You're all amazing. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Now, before we get going on this mission and armies, etc., we are playing 2,000 points of Tempest of War. This time, the armies aren't painted by one of our amazing sponsors, so big shout out to Siege Studios, who are our channel sponsor. They have painted our Thousand Suns, which we got out a couple of weeks ago, and I'm hoping to get out again in the next couple of weeks, and they are stunning. But if you want to pick up a Votan army, and you want to pick up a Guard army, and you're interested in Astra Militarum, or you're interested in Leagues of Votan, then check out our main channel sponsor, Element Games. There's a link in the video description below, and because this is a public stream, not members only, you can !! Element in chat, and that will give you a link which drops a cookie in your browser, tells them that you came from us. It's our affiliate link, and it tells Element that you came from our stream or from our channel. And then every time you make a purchase with that link, we'll gain a 5% kickback, unless it's an Artist's Opus or Cult of Paint product, in which case it's a 10% kickback. And there's some models you probably want to buy now.
If it makes you feel, I was reading this book, and I was on the Element website. And I discovered that they've had a big restock of Guard stuff.
Which is interesting, because on the Games Workshop website, I think Death Strikes are out of stock now.
Yeah. Buy it whatever you want. Could you leave one or two chimeras? That's all I...
So yeah, check out Element Games. Those guys are amazing. And we have ! GHG. We've got the Great Hall Gathering on the 17th of December. And currently, my current company are all going to be present. So obviously I've got the wonderful Joe. And running the deck for the first time ever on what is quite a major stream because it's a Codex preview is Love Island Paddy.
How's it going, guys?
I know. He's never done this before. I gave him a crash course like half an hour ago. So go gentle on him in case he presses the wrong button. He probably will make less mistakes than Joe, yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, almost definitely, yeah.
He listens to you.
He does listen to you, yeah. Right, cool. So today, it is 2,000 points. It is Tempest of War. We do have a mission. What's our mission, Paddy, please?
The mission today is, we're playing Tempest of War. The primary mission for us is going to be Vital Ground. 3 points for holding your home objective, 4 points for holding one or more objectives in no man's land, and 5 points for holding your opponent's objective. At the end of each battle round, you get 1 point for each enemy unit destroyed, to a maximum of 3.
Cool.
We're going to be using secondaries, so total of 45, 45 and 10 for painted, 100 points up for grabs.
Yeah. I was going to give you both sets of 10 points for a laugh because you painted both armies. Yeah. But I thought, no, tough.
I feel like I probably need it the way I pull cards on this game.
Yeah. Our mission is our mission special rule isn't really an impact because why Paddy hasn't read it out. Basically, we have to pay more to put things in strategic reserves, and none of us put it in strategic reserves, so it's kind of irrelevant. But we draw them randomly. That's what we pulled, so that's what we've got. Beautiful. Would you like to go first or second? Oh, actually, no, you can go second because it's the Astra Militarum. I feel like it's a new one. It'll take a little bit longer, so we'll go second with Astra Militarum, right?
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
First up, go on, honey, is the Leagues of Votan, a slightly different army from what I ran last week on the members only stream because we have a couple of new models to chuck on the battlefield. So we have a battalion detachment, and I've spent some CPs and some relics and stuff and some things, okay? So at the head of the battalion detachment, we have High Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
So I spent some points to make him a High Carl. Basically, it makes him a chapter master. He has the Grand Affiliate Warlord trait, which means he can point at a core unit and make it OBSEC, and if it's already OBSEC, they count as double models. Okay, he has a relic which is called the Thick Daddy Plates, that's what we're going to call it, Joe, anyway. Basically gives him +1 wound and +1 to his saving throw. That's important because of the specific conglomerate that I've picked. We'll go through that in just a moment. High Carl also means you can pick 2 units in the command phase and give them a grudge token, which is pretty tasty. Second, or backing him up, Joe's favourite, the Einherjar Champion.
God, I hate him with a passion.
4 attacks is not damage. It's not dangerous, right? So he has his mass hammer, and we have taken the relic mass hammer called Exactor. Yes, he only has 4 attacks, and he hits on 2s. And a mass hammer is normally -1 to hit, but with this relic, it's not -1 to hit. He just hits normally. It's ×2 strength, -3 AP, and D3 +3 damage, unless he rolls a 6 to hit, in which case it becomes D3 +3 mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends. He has a Warlord trait which is called Warrior Lord. He can reroll wounds as well.
Nice.
Tasty. Super nice. Then we have the third of the triumvirate of HQs. We have the Forge Master. That's right, I've paid the 25 points to make him a Forge Master because this guy is now, excuse my language, fucking bonkers.
He is arguably the best HQ choice that you have in your army.
So I know we saw points increases everywhere, but for 115 points, he is still busted. He is so good. His weapons are good. He does average 3 damage with each of his weapons, so he's pretty nice with his weapons as well. But it's what he can do to exosuit or vehicle models. So normally he can heal D3 wounds on a vehicle, +1 if he's got his little robots, and some other little bits and pieces he can do. But if you give him the Forge Master trait and you give him the Master Armourer Warlord trait, that's where he becomes incredible. So inherently he can give a vehicle unit or core unit +1 to hit, but with Master Armourer he can also heal flat 3 damage on a vehicle or exosuit, and if he's got his robot it's +1, so flat 4 damage.
Yeah.
But he also can choose at one point in your shooting phase, Joe, to make something essentially Mark of Tzeentch. So at one point when I fail a saving throw, it doesn't have to be the first one, I could just say damage is 0.
It's slightly frustrating.
You really enjoyed that last week with your Melter Raven guy, didn't you?
The one shot I managed to get through was a big fat 8 damage. And you're like, no, 0 damage.
D6 +2 damage with a Melter. Oh, you did 8. I'm going to make that one 0, Joe. Thanks for that.
It makes me so
Thanks for
angry.
coming. Okay, then we have 3 troop choices. We're back to 10-man units of Hearthkin Warriors. Each unit does have a Voxcaster, essentially a medic and a rail rifle. The Vox essentially means that I only have to be within 24 inches of High Carl, to be able to reroll 1s. The medic means that I get Mark of Tzeentch, the first damage is 0, and also means I get access to a stratagem where I can heal D3 models in my command phase.
That's pretty good.
The railgun is a railgun. Railguns are tasty, they ignore invulnerable saves and do much damage, big wow. We then have a unit of 5 Chthonian Berserkers. We worked out very, very quickly that Chthonian Berserkers last week are mental, didn't we, Joe?
They're, I was like, oh, these should die quite quickly because they're not that tough. Turns out they're bonkers.
We then have 2 fast attack choices, which are a unit of 3 bikes in each with the Hylas rotary cannon and the comms array. Comms array also means 24-inch range for High Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
And then finally we have in the fast attack choice that is, we have the 2 brand new Sagittar with the Hylas beams. It's a las cannon, Joe. It's only 24 inches, Joe, but it is a beam weapon, so it hits everything in its path.
Whoever thought of the rules of beam weapons is off their nut.
Finally, we have 2 heavy support choices. So we have a unit of 3 Thunderkin with the conversion beamers, which I'm actually starting to really enjoy.
They're very good.
And I have a Joe's favourite unit in the whole of the game. Currently hidden behind obscuring terrain. I don't know why he's moved. Mr. the Land Fortress.
Yeah.
I've given him all ion beamers and the heavy rail cannon and the special 6 damage warhead.
Nice.
We like that. That is just under 2,000 points of Leagues of Votan. I am going to use the Weimar Conglomerate. It's my current favourite. Basically means the whole army gets a 5-up invulnerable save, unless the unit has a 2+ armour save, in which case it becomes a 4-up invulnerable save. I get +4 inches to the range of all of my weapons, which makes my I can't move very quickly, I haven't got much range, a little bit more bearable. And if I'm within half range and I'm targeting a unit with a grudge token, I get +1 AP.
Which you always forget.
I always forget that one. Grudge tokens are a thing that happened that upset Joe. So grudge tokens is basically where if you have 1 grudge token on a unit, I get auto wounding on 6s to hit, 2 is 5s, and then 3 is 4 pluses. There's no counts as a 6.
I have discovered how to get rid of them though.
Just die.
Yeah, be dead.
Yeah.
And then they're not there.
So at the end of Joe's turn, I get to pick a unit within range of an objective marker. They get a grudge token. In my command phase, hi Carl. He gets to pick 2 units and give them grudge tokens. Every time one of Joe's units kills one of my units, they get a grudge token. And every time one of Joe's units does an action, they get a grudge token, including psychic actions.
Yes.
So that's grudge tokens. I also have exo armor or whatever it's called, void armor.
Yeah.
So void armor is across my whole army. Can't reroll the wound. Can't reroll the damage. Armor of Contempt. And then my Magna weapons, my 3 rail guns and my big rail gun, flat ignore and vulnerable saves all the time, and a 6 to wound, damage spills over.
Nice.
Not many rules.
Paddy's waving his hand in the air.
I've been away, and when I say away, I've been like away.
Yeah.
Votan are mental.
This is the toned down version, Paddy.
This is the
Joe.
this is the not optimized version of the. This is the we've got one of each army.
Yeah.
Like literally the minimum requirements of everything.
Well, shall we see what you've bought to try and defeat this?
Go on then. I am running Astra Militarum, the new Imperial Guide. I'm very excited. I'm taking the Born Soldiers Regimental Doctrine.
Okay.
I'm not swapping it out for another one. There is another one that I really do like, which I'll probably use in the future once I've got more Chimeras, which is the Mechanized Infantry one, which means you can disembark after you moved. So I'm taking the Born one, which means on a 6 to hit, you automatically wound, and officers, anyone within 6 inches can use their officer's leadership.
Yeah, I actually think that the 6s to hit auto wound is still super important.
I still think it's probably the best.
Yeah.
Mainly for things like artillery.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I've got a battalion and a spearhead, mainly because you'll laugh at this. I was like, I'm going to take 3 basilisks, and then I had my list ready, and I'm ready to go. And he was like, you got an illegal list. You can't take basilisks in squadrons anymore. So sorry that those 4 guys who've got 9 of them.
Yeah. They're single unit squads now.
And because I don't have enough stuff currently, I have to take a spearhead and a battalion. But that's fine. I'm not going to break it down to which one's which. I'll just run through it. So HQs, I have got a command squad.
Ooh.
A command squad now.
No longer a single model, now 5 models in a squad.
Which I actually quite like.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that,
like
actually. And my warlord is in that, and he's got the old grudges warlord trait, which has changed slightly now. So basically, everyone within 6 inches, that's battle tank or
Corps. Platoon.
Yeah. Basically, I pick an enemy unit, and everyone within 6 inches of him gets +1 to wound.
Really good.
Really good. And that's going to be old Chumbawamba.
Mr. the Land Fortress.
Mr. the Land Fortress, because we want him to die.
He's got a real hate.
I hate it so much. I've got a flag, and as we all know, flags are really good before at doing nothing. But now, they give you reroll 1s to wound.
Yeah.
Unhelpful in this game, but probably helpful in other games.
Not like the reroll ones to hit we used it as in the game we filmed for DZ today.
Yeah.
Don't kill us when it goes live.
Amendment. Don't get to reroll 1s. Which is fine. I've got a medic. I've got Jurgen, the melter gunner in there, and a Voxman. And then the Voxes now can issue orders 24 inches away to units that also have Voxes.
Yep.
Which is very, very cool. I've got 2 tank commanders. One tank commander has got the main battle cannon and 3 heavy bolters and armoured tracks. Armoured tracks now give you all is dust. So if it's damage 1, I get +1 to my armour save.
Yep.
And the main battle cannon is the relic gatekeeper because it's just mad.
Because gatekeeper is just mental good.
Yeah, it's 6 plus D3 shot, strength 9 -3 flat 3 damage.
Sound.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then he has got a warlord trait as well, which is lead by example, which does a thing.
It means he can issue an order to himself.
He can issue orders to himself because he is an officer, because now officers can't issue orders to officers, which means you'll probably see a lot less tank commanders in the game.
And if you do see one, he'll almost definitely have this particular warlord trait where he can issue an order to himself.
And then my other tank commander is a Vanquisher battle tank.
dirty
Because
bastard.
Vanquishers are just brilliant now. And he's got heavy bolter and also armored tracks. And he has got the tactical auto reliquary of Tiberius.
Yep.
Which means that he can issue an extra order.
So he can do 2 orders.
He can do 2 orders. Vanquishers now are things of beauty.
They've gone from strength 10 minus 3 d6 damage
Yeah.
to strength 14 AP minus 5 flat 6 plus d3 damage, ignoring invulnerable saves, and if you successfully wound, they take d3 mortal wounds in addition.
Beautiful.
Very good.
They are now the anti-tank guns that they should be.
Yes.
And then I've got a Master of Ordnance, and basically I pick a unit within 30 inches that I'm visible to him, and my artillery, all artillery on the table gets reroll 1s to hit when targeting that unit. I do also have a stratagem, and also you have to have him in the command squad, so he joins it.
Yeah, he's a regimental attaché now, so he has to join the command squad.
Yeah.
The important thing is he doesn't actually have to be in range of the artillery to give them reroll 1s.
No.
So he can be halfway across the table, he can get target lock on in a unit, and then the artillery back at in your deployment zone can still bombard them and get the reroll 1s, which is quite cool.
Which is really, really cool. I've got 3 squads of infantry. These are Cadian shock troopers. Because I can't take them as Kriegers, which are the plastics they're made out of, because it's an illegal unit.
Yeah, because you can't take a plasma gun and a Vox in one unit, despite the fact that you can actually build that.
Yeah. So I've taken them as Cadians because they're the same points as a standard infantry squad. But the difference being is that you, on a roll of a 6 to hit, you get 2 hits.
With las guns.
With las guns.
Yeah.
And I've got a plasma gun, a sergeant, and a Vox in each one of those. I have got a Commissar Kane. Commissars are well good now because they can issue orders.
Profectus orders. They have their own order tree.
They do. It's very, very good. I've got 2 units of Sentinels, series of armoured Sentinels, all with las cannons. They are very good, and we'll come to those during the game, how good they can
They're
actually
insanely good now.
Yeah. I've got a Lehman Russ tank platoon. I've got a Lehman Russ Plasma Executioner with sponson plasmas and a whole las cannon, a Lehman Russ Punisher with whole heavy bolter, and I have got a Lehman Russ Vanquisher. They have all got armoured tracks. I've got 2 basilisks and a Death Strike missile, and then I have 3 chimeras with whole heavy bolters, turret heavy bolters, and tracks. I can't decide which Chumbawamba missile to fire.
We'll talk about that in just a moment. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a moment. So, a couple of points to note. Obviously, the tanks now are interesting. So, a tank commander is only 10 points more than a normal Lehman Russ battle tank.
Yeah.
And he gets orders that he can issue to other tanks, but he can't order them to themselves. Now, everything's gone to ballistic skill 4+. Everything's 13 wounds, 2 up save, etc. The only difference is that orders. However, turret weapons is a thing, so we'll talk about turret weapons very, very quickly. All of Joe's Lehman Russes get +1 to hit with their turret weapons if they have turret weapon as a special rule in the weapon profile, which means that all tanks are essentially hitting on 3s now.
Yeah.
Even normal Lehman Russes, not just tank commanders, which is very, very good, does mean that the tank commander sponsons and whole mounted weapons are only hitting on 4s. The other thing turret weapons do, they allow you to shoot out of combat.
Yeah.
You will suffer the -1 to hit for firing a heavy weapon out of combat, but you get the +1 from a turret weapon, so you're still hitting on 4s.
Yeah,
which is
very
really, really good.
Yeah, we discovered in our battle report for DZTV today, it actually works.
It's really good, yeah. But it just means that you can't do so much tagging tanks now and going, you're shut down and you can't go. No, you're like, I don't give a shit, I'm going to keep shooting over there. No, I don't really care about you.
So suck it, bloody
it's really, really nice. The other major thing we're gonna talk about quickly is the balanced data slate, right? Because I've had a load of questions about this since I did my review on Saturday. If you haven't watched the review, check it out at some point after this stream or tomorrow, whatever. Balanced data slate. This may have a degree of internal information involved in it as well as to why we're doing this. We're not using any Astra Militarum rules from the balanced data slate. It's a brand new codex. It's just come out. There is no way this codex was written with a balanced data slate in mind, and there is obvious evidence to that as well because there's some janky interactions. So, for example, rules as written currently with a balanced data slate, you could have gone custom regimental doctrine and still got Hammer of the Emperor, which is what Born Soldiers now is. So it's a bit hot, it's a bit shitty. So we're not going to use any of it. We're going to wipe the slate clean. We're not using the improved indirect fire rules for Astra Militarum. We're not using a Hammer of the Emperor for Astra Militarum. We're not using, importantly, Armour of Contempt for Astra Militarum.
Well, Armour of Contempt has kind of been replaced by tank track. Or the tank
kind of
armoured tracks because you get all as dust instead of Armour of Contempt.
It's a much worse version of it.
But if you had tank tracks and Armour of Contempt on a Lehman or 13 wound toughness 8 2 up save vehicle, that's just obnoxious.
This isn't an official ruling from Games Workshop yet. Keep an eye on MetaWatch. So we're not using balanced data slate stuff for Astra Militarum, just so you guys are aware, right?
Yeah.
I think we've kind of covered it. Now, what Joe is talking about with his missile is he's picked a Death Strike missile. He can pick one of 3 warheads. He can pick the Godspear missile, the Plasma Barrage, or he can pick the Vortex missile. They do different things. So the Godspear missile, he places a target marker, and everything within 3 inches of the centre of that target marker, if he chooses to shoot his missile, he rolls a dice for, and they do obnoxious amounts of mortal wounds, make Paddy's psychic phase with his 1,000 Suns look like child's play. They do we did some test rolling earlier, didn't we? I think we did like 60 mortal wounds or something in one if you don't move things out of the way. Plasma's a much bigger range. It's a big 6-inch from the centre, so 12-inch template, and that does basically mega smite bombs.
Well, it's 6 plus D3 inches.
Oh, okay. So
potentially an 18-inch.
it could be an 18-inch, but yeah, it does like D3 plus 1 mortal wounds on its lowest, or 2 D3 mortal wounds, or D3 plus 3 mortal wounds on its highest. And then you've got the Vortex, which again does slightly less mortal wounds, but is important because on a 4+ at the end of turn it stays in play and keeps doing mortal wounds.
Yeah, just floats around.
Which one are you going to pick? I know which one you want to pick. I know which one I always pick, but which one are you going to pick?
Well, it's a choice between the Godspear and the Plasma Barrage. I feel like I have to take the Godspear.
Chat are very much talking about the Godspear. You would have got it wrong if you went Plasma.
Yeah. We'll
No,
take
so
the
the
Godspear.
thing is, it depends on your opponent in seriousness. So the plasma one has some serious play in it, simply because the range of it's so big. Now, what you do is in your command phase, you place a target marker somewhere, wherever you want to put it, and then at the end of your turn, that action completes. I then get a turn, and I can move around it, right? And then in the next turn, you can choose to remove the target. You can move the target marker. You can do nothing, or you can fire the missile. And if you fire the missile, you then roll for the range and etc. Now, with the Godspear, because the template is a 6-inch template, most armies can move quickly enough to ignore that 6-inch template.
Yeah.
And because if you place it in the middle of an objective markers are measured 3 inches from the edge of the marker. This is measured 3 inches from the centre of the marker. You put the target marker in the middle of the objective marker, I can tow on the objective, and you can't reach me with a missile.
Yeah.
Right? So the Plasma's got play. The Plasma is objective denying.
Yeah.
Flat is, no matter what you do. Because it's a 6-inch, minimum 7-inch range.
Yeah.
So it's minimum 14-inch blast template.
Yeah.
So it has got play.
Yeah. So if you're up against someone who's got a lot of MSU, like
Oh, yeah.
tiny little, like Harlequins, not a fan.
No, Plasma, probably.
Yeah.
In seriousness,
Yeah.
almost definitely, because they just ignore the smaller one and have no
Yeah.
problems. The Godspear against Votan, though, with a 5-inch move, he forced me today, and I'm not spoiling too much of this game, but he forced me to do lots of advancing with troops I wanted to shoot with to get out the way of the missile.
Yeah.
So it is good. It is very good. Cool. Are we ready, Jay?
We are ready.
How are we feeling, Paddy? How's chat?
Chat are doing well. We've got a few super chats which we'll do before we get started.
Okay, let's do that.
James Hobbs started with 99p to give us a little poo emoji with a
Nice.
smiley face.
Love a poo.
Very nice, yeah. War Master Will, that's some nice card, Joe. So
Thank you. I love my
kudos
guard.
for you. Gazby, Joe, please do the guard proud and clap Liam.
Really.
Don't watch next week's DZ game, guys.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, that was.
But it's a good game.
It's a very good game.
It's a very good game. But
And then Max Wolf has super chatted $5 to say, hey guys, thanks for the game between the 2 newest codexes. Here's a thought. Have Luce and Winters run your stream while on holiday. And then he goes, ha 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 ha, like 10 times.
Yeah, no.
And finally, before you get crack on, Cool German Dude has now joined us as a Skald. So welcome to the Great Hall.
what a great name as well.
Cool German, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll be the judge of that.
Then there's a lot of questions about the guard. So
We'll
new
get-
stuff
yeah.
as it comes out. Talk about it as we go through the game.
Let's. So obviously Joe's running the Codex, so he knows it a bit. Taking nothing away from how much Joe knows about the Codex, I've also had it for a few weeks now, and I did the review on it. I know it quite well.
Yeah.
It's also a Codex I'm wildly passionate about, so I've done a lot of reading for it. In fact, some of Joe's little nuances in his list I was helping him with today to put it together. So we'll answer all the questions. That's the whole point in doing a new Codex stream on a Tuesday.
Because I've had a chance to play with it today, and I've had sit down time with it, there's stuff that I already want to change with my army list. Despite I wrote the list and it's all ready for tonight, and I was like, oh, I need to change this.
And the real bonus with streaming with a brand new Codex on Codex release week or preview week, I should say, is that you can actually ask the questions and we can answer them.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Because instead of like watching a pre-recorded, you can ask us.
And the only other important people to stream Astra Militarum with Titans, and they had 1,000 viewers, and they can't answer all those questions, so we've got a lot less. How many we got?
Viewers at the moment, 247 and 95 likes.
I mean, more than normal. But
So before you roll the dice, I have to read the super chat. Tywin's Miniatures, £2, they failed the guard and the beard must go.
Wow.
If he chopped that beard off and kept that haircut, he just looked like a sumo. Anyway, right.
Our telly's turned off.
It's all right. It'll take itself back on. It's an old TV, and I can't afford to replace it right now, Joe. Right, there it goes.
Oh, it's back
Okay.
again now. Right then.
So, dice box, please, sir. Oh, you went big dice box.
Big dice box is
Okay.
So
important.
who's rolling first?
I'm going to roll first.
All right
Joe.
then.
I'm going to get a 2.
It still means I could fail this. Right.
Oh, I think it's Votan turn 1, Joe.
I'll get the clippers ready.
I don't think I wanted to. Or actually, you didn't do much hiding behind obscuring, so I probably did want to go first.
Well, there wasn't a vast amount of obscuring for me to hide behind. You again have somehow ended up with all the big terrain. That's how it is. That's what
You told me what side to deploy in, sir. My TV's dying again. It's going to make me itch if I can't see the
because what I
screen.
wanted to do is go first and then put the missile
Right,
right there.
Paddy, I don't want to stress you out here,
I'm ready.
but we're ready for some secondary objectives.
I'm ready.
So the first one that I'm pulling is capture enemy outpost. That's not great.
That's a strong first
That's
ball.
not a strong first ball at all. The second one is extend battle lines.
That is doable.
That's really, I mean, it's easily achievable. And the third one is assassinate, kill a character. I'm conscious I also should have done my pre-game move before I drew these with my bikes. But we'll do that in just a moment, okay?
Like that.
Kill a character, just like that. That is our secondary objectives. I mean, I can get enemy outpost later if you leave space for me to just drop obsec bikes in there. But I don't think I want to do that. I could, I guess. We'll keep him, Paddy. We'll keep him for now.
We'll have to see it.
Yeah. I keep scoring too highly against Joe with Votan, so I need to give him a chance. Right. I'm going to do my pre-game move, and then we'll go to my movement phase. So now's the time where we can take questions and talk to chat and all that kind of stuff.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Can you go into the fridge, please, Paddy, and get me a
What
Mango
flavour
Loco,
monster, Joe?
please.
Mango Loco. Here we are. There's an arms about to appear.
Thank you.
There we are. Jordan McKenna, welcome to Hasia.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much indeed. So, let's start with a question from Big Bad Peter Gaming. With the Death Strike, if you take more than one, can you take a different missile for each, or do they all have to be the same?
You did a different one.
Yeah, you take a different one per Death Strike. So the Death Strike datasheet itself says that you select the missile for this unit. But I think it's after you've...
After you've seen your opponent's army,
Yeah.
so you choose.
Yeah.
So- because you wouldn't turn up to fight a battle knowing that you're fighting Space Marines and then bring like just a warhead full of cheese, would you?
I mean...
I can't think anyone you'd bring a warhead full of cheese against.
An army of mice.
It's possible,
slow
yeah.
them down. So you can choose after you've seen your opponent, which I think is really, really good. Because you'd never take the God Spear versus someone like Custodes, because they can just move fast enough to get out of the way. So, which I really like that you get a few options.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would make sure that you had tokens like that you placed around, which were very clear which one you were firing and doing.
like a big template.
Like a big template, or like Anvil Industries, which I'm going to order, do some really cool, like they're almost like objective markers, but they're little bits of like blobby smoke.
Blobby smoke.
Blobby
Blobby
smoke.
smoke.
Oh, the old blobby smoke.
So if you're like a Krieg player, they've like fired their flare gun, and it's like a little flare that's like going off,
Oh, that's cool.
which is the way to go.
The old blobby smoke. I know the one you're on about.
I had another question from Adam Francis. Can tank commanders issue an order to another tank commander or take advantage of the splash of orders?
No.
So tank commanders can't issue orders to another tank commander, but they do have regimental tactics.
yeah.
So I think they can take the splash. Because they have regimental tactics. That TV's going to annoy me.
I'm going to double check. I don't think they can.
I'm 95% sure they can.
Ginger Steves asks a really pertinent question, which is super relevant to the new Codex, which is, what is my favourite guard regiment?
Your favourite guard regiment?
My favourite guard regiment. I quite like, I don't know, I'm split between the Catagans because they're just ridiculous. I mean, who needs sleeves when you go to war, especially if it's hot and jungly?
Hero sleeves all the way, Paddy,
Hero
right?
sleeves all the way, 100%. I would say Cadians, but they're just too standard. So I think it's going to be either Catachans or the Mordians, just because I like the complete difference
Mordians.
between the two.
I love
Mordians
Mordians.
are cool.
So I have to say the Catachans in the new book are... So an infantry squad 65 points,
Yeah.
right? and you pay nothing for special or heavy weapons. It's free. Cadian squad, 65 points. You pay nothing for special weapons. They're all free. Okay, and Cadians get exploding 6s for last guns, and the normal infantry squad don't get that rule, but they do get heavy weapons. Catchans, 70 points, no heavy weapons, and they get exploding 6s in melee.
Which is where you want your guards, obviously.
It's where you want your strength 3 AP nothing infantry, yeah.
So, as a side, the tank commander can't take the splash because they don't have the squadron keyword.
We've got regimental tactics.
They've got regimental tactics, but you can only splash to another squadron unit.
I'll splash all over you, Joe.
Okay. I love Mordians. They're obviously I love Valhallans, but they are one of my favourites. The background for Mordians is great because basically they're all gangers. They're all underhive gangers. They've basically been collected up and just forced into service. So they're all double-hard.
Double
bastards.
Yeah. Perfect. Liam, we would ask you what yours is, but I think we already know.
Kriegers.
Kriegers, absolutely.
Valhallans were honestly a very close second. I never had any interest in Cadians whatsoever, but the new models are so nice.
What if, and the chat's talking about polar bears, what if Valhallans had polar bears instead of horses for their new
That'd be
cavalry
quite
models?
like Kislev.
Yeah.
Polar bears.
Yeah.
I'm all about that life.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Right.
You're right there.
So basically,
For a moment, Joe.
I'm just thinking, right, there's an old Kislev model where they're the warlord for AOS, what was it? It was Warhammer Fantasy at the time. It was a warlord on a polar bear.
What can I say? Get like 15 of them.
If anyone's got that,
Yeah.
let me know because I want him for my. Instead of my lord being on a mechanised horse, I want a polar bear lord. So let me know.
Okay.
Should we have a look at what you've done?
We can have a look at what I've done. There's not a lot, actually.
What places?
So I've made some super zoomy bikes go zoom. So I've pushed some bikes up to this objective right here in this bottom corner. Can you see me? Can I see?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't. You've
got the tape measure.
So push them up here. Didn't need to advance here, but we just touched that objective, put one bike in cover. We moved these up to here. We have advanced these for a CP. So that's put me down to, from the 10 I went up to, back down to 9 CP. And that's because if I advance them, I also get access to another stratagem where I can make me -1 to hit and you can't roll the hit roll. We've decided to bring the land fortress around this side because of where your vanquishers are. You're going to struggle to draw a bead to them because this is obscuring and line of sight blocking. We've decided because that's what it was when we played today.
Yeah. It wasn't last week though, strangely.
It was.
Was it?
Yeah, that's always been pretty much like obscuring. The only time that's not obscuring is I've got things like Bloodthirsters behind it
I
because
think
it's a
it
bit
was
silly.
the time that I played Eddie, and he was like,
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole different. In here, we've pushed in some warriors to touch that objective. We've got the mechanic who runs behind the land fortress because it's hilarious. We've pushed up these two high. One of them's advancing behind this ruin, and the other one's opened himself up. The reason why is because I've only got 24-inch range. Now, with my particular my doctrine, I get a 28-inch range, and that still brings me to here from the front of him. So I can't. Oh, actually, I could hit a sentinel, but that's line of sight blocking, so we can't. Okay. We have stuck up one rail rifle there. We've moved out my conversion beamers here. We're going to do a little bit of shooting, but there's not a lot. So the conversion beamers got reroll hits, reroll all hits from High Carl. Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
And then Mr. the Land Fortress, you can see all these vehicles down here. He got the +1 to hit, which is cheeky. Cheeky girls. Right, I need to measure some ranges. So from him, he's got 24-inch guns, which go up to 28-inch guns, which means I can hit this back Chimera, which is important. And then the bigger gun can basically hit all of it.
I hate beam weapons.
He hates beam weapons. He really hates beam
They're
weapons.
like Tau guns, but better.
So Haikar was hidden behind terrain for the first turn, so I couldn't see any of your stuff.
Good.
Which is actually, I'm starting to learn, is a bit of a silly idea, because I can still be out in the open and still be...
You could have put him like up there.
Yeah, and still be character blocked, which is my own fault. I should have done that. And then I could have picked 2 units for grudge tokens, which I would have liked to have done. But hey, hey.
It's a grudging.
It's a grudging. Right, so we're going to move into some shustings, Jay.
Okay.
Okay, right. So we're going to start off with the conversion beamers, who can see, is unit of 3, unit of 3? Or unit of 3, unit of 3?
Yeah.
So this is the back one of this unit, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to target that one.
All right then.
Because they're beam weapons.
Of course they are. Right. I am going to pop smoke.
On that back unit.
They got the smoke keyword.
Cool, I got reroll all hits. I'm just telling you.
Mainly because he gets +1 to hit, so you go from 2. It's If you're re-rolling everything, it doesn't really matter, does it? No. Yes. Because he's getting on 2s, 3s, but he doesn't get a re-roll. We'll save it.
Okay.
So you're not spending a
I'm
CP.
not spending a
Cool.
CP.
I've gone up and down like 5 times.
It's all right.
while
You haven't put
talking.
the scoreboard up, so they have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a CP
Yeah.
for a single beam weapon. If it successfully hits a target, it does mortal wound in addition. But because I got my Iron Mask from the field, I'm going to make that CP 0. So I'm not spending a CP.
I just updated it.
Hang on.
Just to fuck
He
funny
tricked me,
around,
chap.
basically.
Yeah.
What are you doing now?
I'm checking to see if
You haven't got -1 damage anymore. It's gone.
I could do. If I do. I've got 2 CP. I could put ablative plating.
You
on.
could, okay.
Is it
If you-
good? Are you?
If
I
you
am.
want to spend 2 CP of your 7 on ablative plating, please do. Because I've got Mr. The Land Fortress to shoot all of his 2 damage weapons.
Oh yeah. Right, carry on.
No, you're not doing it. You are doing it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. So the mortal wound one
Yeah.
hits you on a 3. Misses, but I get a free reroll.
Good times.
Hits 2 mortal wounds on the back unit here, and counts as 2 hits. The other 2 will hit you on 3s,
Down to.
and both of them hit. And because you're more than 15 inches away, that counts as 6 hits, right? But it also counts as 6 hits on the front unit as well, because they're a beam weapon and you're more than 15 inches away. So I've done, from 3 shots, I've done 12 hits.
Cool.
That makes complete sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there's strength 7, you are toughness 6.
Toughness 6, yeah.
So the back unit that took the 2 mortal wounds, we will wound you on 3s. That was only 5 dice, I need another one. Yeet. So we've wounded you 5 of the times, AP -2, and because you're armoured sentinels, you're on 3 up saves now.
Yeah.
So 5s. Cool, so that's 3 damage each.
So kills 1 because he's down to 5. Kills another 1. Leaves 1 on 4.
No, it's 3 damage each, there's 7 wounds, aren't they?
Yeah, so that you did 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Oh, so you kill 2.
So kill 2
Yeah.
of the 3. Cool, the other 6, we do 3s. We're not going to reroll any of those 2s, so it's 4 more at -2, so 4 5 ups on the front unit, please.
Kills 1.
Kills another one. So pop 3 sentinels with 3 guns.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Joe, you looking forward to those Sentinels, I think you said?
They're great, they
I
are.
bought him 3 more because he really likes them and he wanted to keep the old ones. Okay, we've now got this railgun.
How many points is that unit?
Oh, 125 or something?
Yeah.
135, something like that. They're not expensive. I've got 3 more in that box I gave you today. Right, this railgun is going to shoot at the sentinels. You didn't pop any strats. There's one with one guy left, yeah?
Yeah.
So we'll just shoot at him. So I'm going to hit you on a that,
That.
and we're going to wound you on a that. AP -4, this one.
Oh, I don't get a save.
You don't get a save, it's just D3 plus 3 damage. 6 damage, Joe, you've got 1 wound left.
Whee!
They're a bit good, these. So he's in the terrain, so I can see through the window. Cool. So I'm going to shoot my autocannons.
Yeah.
These guys aren't in the terrain.
Yeah.
And it's obscuring. Okay. So I'm going to shoot my 3 autocannons. Dagger, 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 dagger. I hit you 3 times. Strength 7. Dagger, 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 dagger. I wound you 3 times. They're -2. I think they're -2.
Yeah, he's
Cool. He's very dead.
Oh, do any of these 4 explode, by the way? 1 does. He does 1 mortal wound to the other units, right.
It's a good thing you bought a screen of Sentinels, isn't it, Joe?
Joe, that went better than I thought it would. Okay, right. We're going to move over to Mr. the Land Fortress, Joe.
Yeah?
Okay. Now, my 24-inch weapons become 28 inches because of my
Madness.
conglomerate,
Yeah.
which means I can target this rear Dewberry Firkin
Yeah.
Chimera. Okay, so I'm going to target that rear one with all of my 2 damage weapons.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Yep. And then my 36-inch, which becomes 40-inch monster. I'm not. I was going to shoot the Death Strike for the lols. I'm not going to do it.
I think chat would just leave. We go back to 100 viewers.
So I'm going to shoot my missile and my big gun at your tank commander here.
Yeah. I'm going to make the tank commander. He's going to pop smoke.
Yeah, this is why I was trying to get you to save the stratagems from
Yeah.
Sentinels.
He's going to pop smoke.
Yeah, okay.
There's no point minusing 1 damage because like what's the main damage? What's your because your
So
big gun
the,
is
the missile's flat 6 damage.
Yeah.
And the big gun is flat 6 plus 2d3 damage.
Yeah, so there's no point minusing 1 damage on that. Yeah. So I'm going to do ablative plating,
Yeah.
which puts me down to 4 CP, Paddy, on the Chimera.
Okay.
So your damage 2 goes to
Yeah,
damage
okay,
1.
that makes sense, right. So I'll fire the beam weapons first, because these are the ones that can hit both chimeras, because it's hilarious. So 8 shots on the rear chimera,
Yeah.
hitting you on 2s now, because I made myself +1 to hit from the Iron Master. So I've got 6 hits. So that's 6 hits on both chimeras, okay? So the rear one, I'm strength 7, so I wound you on 4s.
Yeah.
So the rear one, I only wound you twice at -2, 2 damage each.
So because they're 2 damage each, they're going to 1 damage each, which means that my track guards come into effect.
Yeah, so one.
So I get to 2 up save, which goes to 3 up save.
So you're good, okay. But the one in front of you,
Yeah.
I hit you 6 times as well, automatically, because it's a beam weapon, and I wound you on 4s. So I wound you 4 times this time. These are -2 still, so you're on 5s.
Cool. We'll go through.
I've done 8 damage to that one already.
Nice.
Then we're going to use the autocannon that it has just chucked onto it, which is 6 shots.
He's down to 3.
Hitting on 2s, and I've hit you 5 times. Strength 7, so this is 4s again.
Yeah.
And I've wounded you 4 times. Again, -2 damage, it becomes -1 damage.
And the back one, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's fine.
No, it's -1. So it's
Oh,
-2,
are
it
you-
becomes -1.
Oh, I thought you were shooting. Are you shooting the front one or the back one?
Back one.
So it's 2 damage,
-2.
-2, but obviously I've reduced the damage to 1, which means that my 3 up save goes to
A 4 up save instead of a 5 up save.
okay.
So it takes 1 wound, Joe.
Takes
Yeah,
one
you're right.
wound.
You're
There we
correct,
go.
sir. You're correct. Cool. Now, I'm going to start off with my Mountain Breaker Warhead.
Yeah.
My non-line of sight requiring 6 damage, strength 10 missile. It's once per battle use only, Paddy, so don't panic too much. We're going to hit you on 2, but you pop smoke, so it's going to change to a 3.
Yeah.
3.
Go for that.
What a
I
CP well
feel
spent.
like I don't want to use my reroll on this one. I'm just going to let that once per battle 10-point missile miss.
Why?
Because I would probably rather use it on the flat 6 plus 2d3 damage gun instead.
That makes more sense.
So we're going to hit you on a 2, which becomes a 3. We do hit you. We're going to wound you. I'm only strength 14, Joe, so I only wound you on 3s. This is why I saved the CP, Joe.
Yeah. You
We do wound you, Joe.
oh.
It's AP -4 and ignores invulnerable saves.
So
So you got a 6 up save.
6 up save. The most damage you can do
Is 12.
is I thought it was 2d6 damage.
It's d6 plus 2d3.
So you have 1 wound left.
He does in fact have 1 wound left, yes. Oh, well, that was good, wasn't it? As shooting phases go, that was pretty effective, considering I've only shot 1, 2, 3, 5 models.
Joe, how bad are you feeling right now? Do you want cheering up?
I just
Do you want cheering up?
please.
So Ginger Steve, being the good bloke he is,
Yeah.
has told me, tell Joe that he's bought the bear for you.
He's got the bear.
He's got the bear for you.
Oh, what
he
a
said
hero.
he'd super chat it, but you wouldn't believe how much an old metal bear costs. So Ginger Steve has got your back to make you feel better for that bludgeoning that Liam's just given you.
It was abusive. Thank you, Ginger Steve.
I'm done, Joe. I'm spent. So, secondary objectives wise, I actually almost got assassination for that tank commander. I'm going to keep hold of that. We did get extend battle lines for 5 points on my secondary, Paddy. And I'm going to discard capture enemy outpost just because I don't fancy keeping on that one for now. I'm keeping assassinate now. I've got that tank commander on 1 wound. This is why Joe really fucking hates the land fortress.
Yeah, because it just goes, you're dead.
Well, you're not dead. You're alive.
Right, if this was a week ago, before the new book came out, he'd be dead.
Yeah, he would be dead actually.
would be dead,
Because you used to have 12 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. That 13 wound thing really coming into play right now.
Cool.
Okay, Jay. Do you want to pull yourself some secondary objectives, sir?
I've given you your CP. Don't worry.
Do you want to shuffle my cards for me? I don't trust myself to do it because they're always terrible.
While you're doing that, Liam,
Oh, I'm
War
up to
Master Will
5.
says stop picking at your tattoo. He's keeping an eye out for you.
Right. This is my 10th full day session that I've had. And the previous 9, I had 0 problems with the heals whatsoever, ever. Never had a problem with the heal. They just heal fine. I normally heal well anyway, and I always have. This time, on the Sunday lunchtime, I messaged my tattoo artist, like, I'm in some discomfort right now. He sent me some photos. So Jenny went, oh, that's wildly infected. So normally there's loads of creams and lotions and moistures which keeps it nice and hydrated and it's not a problem. But then what he said is what we do now is we clean it 5 or 6 times a day and we put no lotions and no creams, nothing on it. So it just dried out. Yeah. So it's been fucking out. And today it's a little bit red, but otherwise it's basically back to normal. And so I finally was able to start putting some fucking moisturising cream on it today.
It's like spending the day with Gold Member.
A little dish of tattoo flakes. Nice. What have you got then, Joe?
So my first card is Grind Them Down.
We don't need the dice cam on, Joe.
I didn't put the card, did I? Oh.
Well, it's just Paddy being slack.
Secure
I kept them.
No Man's Land.
Secure No Man's Land, grind them down.
And Defend Stronghold.
Can't do that in the first turn, so discard it and put it back in your deck somewhere and put another one.
Raise a Banner.
Okay. So grind them down, kill more units than I will kill at the end of my next turn. Secure No Man's Land, hold 2 objectives that are in the centre of the battle grid. Currently I hold all 3. And then raise a banner, do an action on an objective in No Man's Land with an infantry or obsec unit for 5 points.
Okie dokie.
It's cool, this secondary stuff, isn't it, Paddy?
I like it, yeah. Hang on. Got it.
All the new swishy stuff that I've done.
I almost there. Old school, trying to have dice cam and swanky new stuff. We're getting there.
Well, I think it's nice. Yeah. Cool.
Joe, why don't you shuffle? I've got two super chats while you're thinking about what
he's got to do his command phase and his movement phase, which he can do quietly and tell me about afterwards, and then we'll take questions. Go for it.
Exactly. So, Painter's Bothy, £5. And he said, have we all seen the Yarrick article from GW? Talk about exploding sixes. I've made a mess everywhere. Hopefully we get a book for his fate. Hashtag sainthood.
Oh.
No, I've not seen it, Joe. I'm assuming you have seen it.
The
Yarrick article.
So apparently he may or may not be dead.
I think he was intended to be dead, and then everyone got super upset and gave the workshop, oh, there's a cash cow here.
Immediate retcon.
Yeah. Like, boop, 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 boop.
You thought they'd learn after Votan, but here we are.
Yeah, I haven't seen that article. I'll have a look at it tomorrow. But I feel like...
Chicken tonight.
I most definitely feel like he deserves more than just a bit in a codex. Like, he's just such a... Like, Guard players are not used to their named characters being killed and removed from the game. They've had it loads, right? And we've lost a number of them. So we lost Creed, the most recent Creed, and his oppos, Colour Sergeant Kell. They're not in the book anymore. There was a Lord Solo we lost previously, years ago.
Macarius.
Thank you. There's a number that we've lost, that Guard players have lost over the years, and we're kind of sort of used to it. But Yarrick!
So it's an odd one because Games Workshop, I argued for a long time, Games Workshop actually said he's immortal, he can't die.
Because the orcs believe it, right?
Because the orcs believe that he can die. But also there's a weird... So Ursula Creed exists, which creates a weird continuity problem within the Guard Codex itself, right? So at some point...
We're going deep into...
Creed, Usurka Creed, has had a daughter... and she's grown into an old Scottish farmer lady, right? Through the course of time.
Clearly likes pies.
Yeah, and she lives on the Highlands of Scotland, right, being angry, right?
And she's got that body type to keep her warm.
Right. And since like the dawn of...
Fat-shaming a model.
Of the Cicatrix Maledictum has appeared, it's been a good couple hundred years within the timeline.
But time travels differently in different parts of the galaxy.
So... why is Harker, Ironhand Strachan, still alive then? Because surely by now they would have just aged out.
Depends where they've been fighting. If they've been fighting in the warp.
Well, they're just always fighting in the jungle, aren't they?
Yeah.
In the rough.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a warp jungle.
Yeah.
The jungle rough.
Yeah. They make you welcome though.
Yeah.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah. So it's just it's a weird one. So why have some people grown old and died, and why have some people just not aged at all, and they're just mega hedged?
I mean, it's like you and I, Joe. I'm a year older than you, but it looks like you're 10 years older than me.
I know, it's city miles. Right. So I've spent 2 command points, Paddy.
Oh Jesus, big spender.
Puts me down to 3.
1 to make your tank fight on full profile.
I've spent 3 command points, Paddy. Right. I'm going to do some movement in a second.
Oh, good. That was the movement phase. And what happened is we asked Joe a lore question.
Yeah.
And then the movement phase got forgotten about. But while
We're
we're
top
there,
down, Paddy. Top down.
Can you chuck me 10 guardsmen, please?
Chuck you.
James Hobbs, a super chat for £5, you absolute champion. He says he much prefers this more well-spoken version of Brom that read things out properly from chat.
Yeah.
I've had people call me Brom, who's crossed the Rubicon Primaris.
The
I'm
Rubicon.
Primaris Brom.
The only negative about New Brom is that he makes you all feel guilty by reading out the value of your super chats. Brom is currently in America land.
Is he?
I think he's in Seattle right now.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's with work. I don't know what a project manager needs to manage in Seattle, but I think he's in Seattle with work at the moment. So, and he's there all week. So we have got it's the same three. Is it still the same three, Paddy, on Thursday? Are you still
yeah,
here?
it is.
So
Yeah,
we've got a game on Thursday for you all. It will be Astra Militarum again, but we're going to throw them against Paddy's Tau, and I'll be producing for you, beautiful people. So we got 2 games with the 3 of us glorious people today. Basically, Brom's just lost his job essentially.
Now, Joe, in your command phase, did you do your orders?
Yeah, so
We'll talk for all this when we get to the
cool.
when he tell us what he's done. I trust him to just make decisions and tell me out loud afterwards. Otherwise, what we'll end up doing is in the command phase we'll get bogged down in the descriptions.
Yeah.
And then in the movement phase, and we don't get time for questions and stuff. With the new codex, questions are super important.
Right.
He's also got us do his death strike action as well and put his token somewhere. We need to get you a token, don't we? Hang on. I'll get you a brightly coloured one so people can see it.
oh, there we go.
Just use the bottom bit, yeah.
Well, I need 2.
What do you mean you need 2?
The other one is powered by 2 CP. I've just
where the other ones have gone. Hang on, they're over here. Here you go, here's another one.
Sandy McDonald just said a super chat. It says, this is for Joe's various law monologues.
The Joe Law monologue.
Yeah.
Jesus. We'll get him
I absorb so much lore.
we'll get him in a smoking jacket and an armchair in front of a
Like a
fireplace.
spin-off
Can
show.
we?
When we get in a fucking studio, yes.
All right.
We'll green screen a nice roaring fireplace in behind you. We'll get you a nice comfy suede chair. We'll get you a smoking jacket and a pipe that does bubbles.
Nice.
Bubbles.
Weirman
Oh,
says,
the old
use,
jumping Lehman Russes.
Yeah.
use the Liam Dempsey stick as a token and fire at your face. Apparently that's what we're doing with the God Spear.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know what you've done to upset Weeman.
I don't know either. Oh, I'm sorry, wee man. The thing
Sticker,
that Oh, the sticker.
not a stick. I
Oh.
was going to say that seems different.
Oh, yeah. I just can't read. You haven't put your missile back on, Joe. Is it
Oh,
already fired?
no, it's just fallen off.
To be fair to me, it was a typo. I'm like Anchorman. I read what's put in front of me.
I need to magnetise the missile on that thing because I keep knocking it. It just falls off.
Liam, do you want some good news?
Yes.
We're currently at 335 viewers.
What heroes?
Yeah.
I'm waiting to salute, but Paddy forgets that he's.
Oh, hang on, no, hang on.
There is.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, okay.
Captain Doofy reporting for duty. So, orders. This tank commander here is going to tell this guy here to double the number of shots he has when he the target unit he is targeting gets. He counts as double for the purpose.
Grind them to dust.
That one.
Any unit you target counts as double the number of models that are actually present. So if it's a 10-man unit, it counts as 20. A 5-man unit counts as 10. I've got your back, Joe. I'm here for you.
Words and jokes.
So I'm assuming then it's also splashing to the other basilisk
Yes.
because you can do that.
Yes.
Cool.
Then, and then this tank commander there ordered him to reroll ones, himself to reroll ones, and then it would have splashed over to him.
So he does that. So he's given out 2 orders.
Well, no, so he offer. Yes, because he can.
He can give out 2 orders. He's got Gatekeeper. He hasn't got the Reliquary.
Oh yes. So no. So him and the other Vanquisher have got it. The Plasma does not.
Okay, that makes
Cool.
much
I'm
more
glad
sense.
we're all on the same page.
How far is mechanised orders?
12 inches.
So could he not have issued him the reroll ones?
Yeah.
There you go. So you
Right.
get it anyway.
There we go.
Right.
There we go.
I've got your back, Jay. I'm here for you. Jesus
So,
fucking Christ.
Marshal of Ordnance is picking the Bicyclettes.
The physical heads. Okay.
For my ordnance to reroll ones when targeting them.
Yep.
And then my Death Strike missile has chosen here. So it's on the right hand side of that.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Basically.
Yep.
And then I said 2 CP for artillery strike requested.
2 CP.
So the Master of Ordnance can choose it. I'll basically pick a point on the table.
You do the same thing essentially, but less
Same
mortal
thing.
wounds.
Less mortal wounds, but it's a 6-inch
Yep. Cool.
bubble.
Okay.
So
Are we done? Are you sure?
So you've
So
got no
you-
CP left even now.
you-
I've got 2 CP left.
You could use.
'Cause I spent 3.
You could use an order. I think it's from the commissar to the sentinels to give them +1 to hit and additional AP. Is it the commissar that could do that, or the
No,
captain?
the captain.
So you could do that.
So only one of them, because there's only 2 units of 1 now. Thanks for that.
No, it's 1 unit of 2.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right then.
So they both get +1 to hit
Yeah.
and an
So
additional AP.
they've got take aim, which gives
That's the
them,
one?
which gives them +1 to hit and +1 AP.
Okay, I'm here for you, Joe.
I'm tired. Oh, hang on, I'm just gonna just tank up.
Okay, that's all right. We're good. Are we happy? You got shit in your hair. I'm sorry. I've been looking at it for the whole. There we go. For the whole night.
Thank you.
It annoys me. It looks like it's my skin.
So I'm going to start off with my tank commander with old grudges,
Ooh.
and he's going to shoot Mr. Big Pig
Okay, the tank commander.
with Gatekeeper.
Does he get old grudges? Does he?
He does,
Oh, does he?
because he is a tank.
I mean, he is. Credit to them.
It's right there. It's right next to my swad.
He is, in fact, a tank. You are right. Yeah. What's old grudges need to work? Because I know it's definitely core. Old grudges.
A platoon or battle tank. Oh, battle tank squadron. So he
Yeah.
can't get it.
No, because he's not a battle tank squadron. That's why I asked
Sad
you.
time. But the Vanquisher gets it.
The
though.
one Vanquisher that's not the HQ dude can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. We can live with that.
Sorry, Joe.
He should be enraged, but he can't see it. Anyway, so we'll do Old Grudges Man then. Not Old Grudges. What's he called?
The Vanquisher.
No,
Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Thank you.
At the big dude.
At the big dude.
Okay.
So it's 6 plus D3 shots. So
8 shots.
8 shots.
Cool.
6, 8. Hitting on 3s now.
Yep.
Re-rolling 1s. 6 is auto wound. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, that's why it's better.
That is much better. It's much better than what we did earlier.
I know.
I'm so glad.
Good
Right.
times, thank you.
And then I am wounding you on 3s.
Yes, because you're strength 98. There you go.
Oh, he's done well good.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine that.
So it's 3, 6, 7 at -3, which goes to -2, which goes on your 4-up inval anyway.
Hashtag listen to Liam.
Why are you doing this one at a time?
It's more fun this way.
Is it though?
So take 3 damage so far.
3 damage so far.
Because it's 3, right?
3.
Okay.
The special place.
6 damage.
Special place in hell.
Puts me on 10 wounds remaining. I can't die from these. Cool. So I take 9 damage, Joe,
Yeah.
which means from my 16 wounds, I've got 7 left.
My heavy bolters aren't in range.
It's the most damage you've done to me without in about 4 games.
I know. Right, and then
And then
my 1 wound tank commander
Yeah.
will shoot you now.
hit me on 3s.
Hitting you on the 3. Re-rolling 1s. No, I didn't choose that for him, so he can't.
You can't give him an order. You could re-roll it with a CP if you want to.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
The CP
Hit me on
re-roll.
a 3. Are you sure? Okay. Yeah, you've hit me. Cool.
Wounding you on a 3.
Yeah, you hit me on a 3. Cool. You failed to
I
wound.
can't re-roll. Right, other Vanquisher tank commander.
Okay. Hit me on a
Look,
3.
other tank.
You've hit me, yeah.
But he wounds you on a 2 now.
Yeah, because of all grudges.
Yeah,
Cool. So you wound me.
wound you.
Yeah.
-5.
Yep.
Ignores invulnerable saves.
So I get a 6 up save because I got
Yeah.
2 up armor save. Cool. I don't get it. I ignore
Goes to
it.
0.
How much damage do you do, Joe?
How much damage do I do? I do 6, 8 damage.
That'll go to 0.
Yeah,
But you do still do the D3 mortal wounds because it's not damage. 1.
1.
So I've got 6 wounds left.
I hate it.
He texted me at the weekend with pictures of his unpainted Vanquisher cannons like, I hate that land fortress. That land fortress is going to die. How's that working out for you, Joe?
So great. Right, you know what? I'm going to shoot you with basilisks.
What, the land fortress?
Yeah,
I count as 2 models now.
yeah. So, the first one, for 5 plus 3,
Yeah.
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, 8.
I think it's right. It's D6 plus 3, isn't it?
I think it's, basilisks, much better now.
Are they there? Can you see me? Which one is it? Are they both there?
They're both over
you're
there.
good. Yeah, okay.
They're literally pointing their
Yeah, you can
barrels
see me.
at you.
Absolutely. It is D6 plus 3, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
eight shots.
So hitting you on 4s.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
2 hits.
2 hits. Strength
2 hits,
10.
actually. Strength 10 now, yeah. Up from strength 9. Tasty. Cool. 1 wound.
1 wound.
Back to AP 3 still,
Yeah.
which is AP 2, so 4 ups. Whee!
2
damage. I got 4 left.
Next one. Oh, we might be able to do it, actually. So 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
4s. I mean, it's better.
That's an auto wound
And 2 other hits.
and 2 others. Wounding you on 3s. 1 more.
Okay, so
If you-
2s.
If you could fail these, please.
The first one's a 4 up. So that's a pass. I'm not going to die. Second one's a 4 up. That's a pass. Still got 4 wounds left.
Hurt so much. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. These 2 guys here are going to las cannon him.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3s because they get +1 to hit. Take aim. 1 auto wound.
-3 becomes -2.
Was -4.
So I pass anyway because I got 3 up safe. Just roll a 6. Just roll 6s, Jay.
Just whatever. Punisher is going to shoot these guys here. So they're 20 shots now. 5.
They were anyway. But they're now strength 6 -1. So strength 5 minus niente.
15. 3. 2. Hit on 3.
If I hadn't have made that Vanquisher damage 0, you'd have killed it.
Oh. Yes. Yes, you would.
Well, that's good. That's a good number of 6s.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah, we like that. Big fan.
3s to wound. That's not bad, actually.
Still not too bad. That's okay.
That's them.
And
The
then,
Doom.
all
That's
these.
a number of dice. I
These
didn't
are
count them.
-1.
Yeah, which you ignore.
So I'm going to put... I do ignore. So I'm going to put them on the guy in cover first. I'm joking.
Your
It's fine.
bite
It doesn't
keep
get covered. Your face for a minute then. 4 ups. So 1, 2, 3 kills one. 1, 2, 3 kills another one. So 2 die.
2 die.
But you still got the heavy bolster.
Mm-hmm.
Finish him.
Heavy bolter. Chuck, 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 chuck. 2 hits. No wounds.
No, because I'm T5.
And then the Chimera will shoot you. Heavy bolters first.
Oh
Oh
no, do them separately.
no. Do them separately.
Because one's a turret weapon.
Turret heavy bolter.
3s, 2 hits, 1 auto wounds.
And that's not a wound.
Yeah, and then the normal bolt is 4s.
1 hit.
Does it wound?
It does wound.
It's enough,
2.
Joe. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You don't do it. I live.
Now, I shall kill you
With lasguns!
with the mighty lasgun array.
12 shots at this range. These are back to 4s.
They're 4s, but 6s auto wound.
You should have definitely taken the auto wound thing earlier.
I should have
It's
really.
much better than what you actually
So
took.
much-
6s.
So 4 wounds.
It's alright. I'll just make 4 4-ups. See? I didn't. He
I
dies.
would have cried. I think I would have cried.
I think you actually probably would have seen you cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been on an obnoxious end today
Oh,
so far.
they're doing an action, by the way.
Oh, are
They're
they?
doing the banner, by the
Cool.
way.
Take a grudge token.
That's a grudging.
That's a grudging because you did an action. He killed these guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
So take a grudge token.
Mr. Plasma Executioner is going to murderize some bikes, I think.
I'm going to spend a CP. You're now -1 to hit, and you cannot re-roll the hit roll. Cool.
I don't have to overcharge the Plasma Top Gun because I believe... No, it's not damage free, is it?
It's damage 2. You have to overcharge and make it damage 3, JJ.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we only take a mortal wound.
Caution to the wind.
Do it.
So it's D6 plus 3, isn't it, for the top plasma cannon?
No idea.
I'm going to make that roll up. It's 6.
I don't know.
That's what I say it is.
I don't know, Jay.
Right.
I don't know what this one does. I don't use plasma. I only use potential real-world weapons.
Potential.
Kind of not Riley, but if I can map them, then I'll do it.
So it's D6 plus 3. It's strength 8 minus 4 now. So
Flat
minus
3
3.
damage, yeah.
Flat 3, isn't it?
So you get 9 shots.
9.
Hitting me on 4s now because I'm -1 to hit because I essentially jinked, but better than Ravenwing do.
Votan, better than you.
4, sir.
4s. 1 auto wound. We'll take it.
Yeah,
no ones.
No mortal wounds on yourself, which is all right.
Which is fine. And
3s because I'm T5.
So 4 invulnerable saves?
4, 5 up invulnerable saves, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeet. Oh, I saved 2, so 1 lives.
A las cannon.
They're obsec, so I'll take the front bike. Okay.
A las cannon. Pia! Misses. I can't re-roll. And then the sponson plasma.
Yeah.
We overcharge.
Oh.
Caution to the wind.
Cheeky.
I get 3 shots.
Yeah. 5s now.
Good-o. Take a mortal wound. Nothing else. There we go. Down to 12.
Just the 12.
Caution to the wind. Caution gone. Right. Actually, put that where you can see it, because I'll forget. And then... can that Chimera see anyone? I don't think he can.
I think not.
So that Chimera there, full of impotent rage, will shoot the land fortress.
Okay.
And we will kill him.
I hope you do. I hope you do, Joe.
Turret heavy bolter. 1 hit.
5s.
And then I'll do the whole gun as well. 1 hit.
5s.
5s. 1. Minus nothing now because you ignore it. Roll a 1. Ah!
I'm safe. 2 up save on them.
How many wounds that got left?
4.
Las guns. That's going to do
You
it.
get 6 of them at this range.
6.
You could roll 4 6s to hit, and that
6
always wounds
sixes.
me. Oh.
1.
1 6. But that one can roll a 6 as well.
No.
Oh.
Roll a 1.
2 up save. Whee! Yeah, good. I think you're done, Jay. I think you're spent.
I'm tempted to charge that 1 bike with sentinels, you know.
With sentinels? Oh, okay.
It is a 10-inch charge.
I won't lie to you, I'm not going to Overwatch.
Whee! No. And
Okay.
then that's it, I believe.
Okay.
That was fun.
So you raised a banner.
I got 5 for raising a banner. I have secured no man's land
Yep.
and grind them down.
You killed 1 unit.
Boo.
Okay.
Kill 1 unit. This discards itself, doesn't it, at the end of my turn?
If you fail it, it discards. But if I kill no units, you'll get it for 5 points. So
Oh,
far,
well, do that.
so far he's got 10 secondary victory points, buddy. He's
Already
up on
up
the screen
there.
already.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Actually, we forgot
You
bonus points as well, didn't we?
You need to do...
We forgot bonus points. So in my turn, how many bonus points did I score?
What are you talking about?
I
What
killed a
other
unit of sentinels.
Oh, is
One.
it kill points, is it?
Yeah, so up to 3 of 10. I killed a unit of sentinels, and that was it, wasn't it? So in my first turn, Paddy, I got 1 bonus point. There's a box up the top.
Done it.
You want to go up 1 for the bonus point, but okay.
What's his leadership?
Because there's a box that says bonus, look, you see. His leadership is 8, so he's failed 2, so he can't fail because 6 is a pass.
True.
And Joe, you killed 1 unit, so you get 1 bonus point turn 1 as well.
Oh.
Back round 2, in my primary,
You need to put
Yep.
a grudge token on at the end of my turn.
I need to do more than that. But we'll do that in just a second. I'll put it on a unit as a range of an objective marker, yes. Where was that one on?
That one's on the
For
squad.
doing the action.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, what I'll also do is I'll get 3 points for holding my home objective and 4 points for holding one over there in no man's land. So I'm going to get 7 victory points.
Nice.
And grudge token wise, pick a unit within range of an objective marker. Well, it would be hilarious to put on your tank commander, but he's only got 1 wound left, so I don't feel like he's long for this world.
No.
So we'll put it on this infantry squad. We'll put them up to 2 because that's hilarious. Just bullying guardsmen's funny.
That's rude.
Well, it just maximises efficiency when shooting at weak toughness 3 dudes. And then High Carl is going to put some grudge tokens on in a minute, but I'm going to move into my movement phase and we can start talking to chat again.
You can do some secondaries.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, of course. So I still have Assassination.
Which she's going to get in a minute.
I have Behind Enemy Lines, which Joe's made significantly more difficult because he killed one of my fast moving units of bikes. And I have Deploy a Teleport Homer. I don't really want any of these, Joe, so the cards aren't being kind to me right now, which you should be happy about. So I'm going to spend my free CP to discard...
I discard that.
I'm going to discard Behind Enemy Lines. There's reasons for it, so don't give me a free CP, Paddy. And I'm going to pull Area Denial instead of, which still isn't easy, but not unachievable for Votan.
They're so obnoxious.
Yeah. Area Denial, Deploy, Teleport, Home, Assassination. Cool. Movement phase. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's chat saying?
Well, I put the mission up somehow, so I didn't really...
Internet's all good. OBS will retry. OBS is green.
And now-
Sometimes it just has a weird little
Give it a second. Give it a second. It'll catch.
a little fart.
Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. There we go. We're good.
We're back in.
We're good. Just with the dice cam on.
We're back in, chat. We don't know what happened there. It wasn't me, I promise.
I think it was Joe. I just like to blame you, Joe.
I know. I know.
So where are these stupid markers you've given me? So one's here.
That one's 6 inches.
So I don't really care about that one.
Well.
Not really bothered by it. How many more wounds does it do?
On a 2-5, it's D3.
Oh, okay. I don't care about that one at all then. That's
And
fine.
then on a 6, it's D6.
How many CP was that?
2.
Oh, okay. That's
So
a
that might
lot.
kill one. But oh no, I think I get. But I get. It's on a 3+ if they're within 3 inches of the centre of it, and it's.
Oh, what's the range? To centre 6 inches. Let's just back these guys off here. It's a problem with the railgun, but we'll just sacrifice a turn of shooting with a railgun, which I'm sure you're okay with. So they're out of range of it now, right? These Thunderkin are just going to move this way. Whoop.
They should still be in range of it though, shouldn't they?
You would have made them hit everything first. Eh? What?
They'd still be in range.
Oh,
of
they
it.
are easily in range of it. Well, advance Mr. the High Carl, so he gets out of range of it. But not before we've gone zoom with the zoom truck.
Top down, Benedict. Top down. Top down. See the magic.
And we're going to zoom with the other zoom truck. I should just get these like that, so we can zoom the zoom truck further forward, so we can get 28 inches there. Boom.
So when you shoot a
Beam weapon.
beam weapon, right, it goes through multiple of my own units because we're in a line and it's a straight laser, right? If you shoot through your own units, does it hit them?
No.
Interesting. Isn't
Right.
it? That's a very interesting.
It's like a 50-50 beam.
Yeah.
It knows when to turn corners around friendlies.
I kind of feel like to balance beam weapons out, they should hit your own units as well.
I think that's fair.
So they're all out of range of that objective marker, out of that particular blast template, right?
Yeah, but
But-
that means you shouldn't be on the objective. Mark.
Yeah, these guys are, these toes are, because you're at the back of this objective, so I toe on the edge of the objective here. I'm within range of that, not within range of that. Sweet work, Centurion. I've also healed 4 wounds back on the land fortress to put him back up to 8, and I spent a single CP to make him fight at full bracket. I've also given him +1 to hit, he's back to hit on 2s. Lovely job.
Whoever wrote these rules is on crack.
Lovely job, Jay, lovely job. Right, that's all we're going to do for now. So I was supposed to put some grudge tokens on stuff and things. So we will put a grudge token from Mr. the High Carl on the Sentinels because I want the last cannons dead. And we also could see Mr. Plasmacutioner. So he's also going to take a grudge in. Take a grudge in. And we'll give him a grudge token here as well, just like that, okay? Because we can see those things, so we can point them and go, grudge, grudge, like that, okay? So we gave the conversion beamers reroll all hits because why the fudge not? And we've kept everything in transports for now, nice and safe. But in a moment, we might see Timmy come out to play. Timmy Mallet, he might come out for a bit of a swinging. And we've got some we've got some fucking berserks tucked away nicely as well with my little plasma axes. They're like berserkers, but better.
But a million times better.
But a bajillion times better. Okay, cool. Right, so. Right, what we're going to start with, Jojo. I've kept all my little infantry away for now, which I feel like was probably a silly idea, but I have to. Let's start off with the first beam last cannon, who's going to shoot his beam last cannon into... Oh, hang on, that's an idea. Oh, we love it. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we're going to fire the first beam last cannon into Mr. the Plasmacutioner.
Yeah.
Okay. And his bolters are going to shoot into the infantry.
Okay.
Okay, so beam last cannons, hitting on 3s. So I've hit you once.
Yeah.
So that's 1 hit on the Plasmacutioner and a hit on the Sentinels.
Okay.
Because it's a beam weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. So Plasmacutioner, 3s, because it's the last cannon. That's a failed wound.
Failed wound.
Sentinels, 3s, wounds, -3, so 6 up save. D6 damage on a Sentinel.
Oh.
One's got 6 wounds left, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 wound, just the 1 wound.
It's down to 5.
Cool. And then we've got the 6 bolt cannon shots into the infantry. 3s, 5s and 6s auto wound and kill. And then 2s, so that's 4 dead.
Cool.
Okay. Right. So we're now going to rinse and repeat with the other one, apart from the fact that his bolt cannons can't see the infantry, so his bolt cannons are just going to hit the Sentinels.
Okay.
So last cannons into Mr. the Plasmacutioner. Oh, both missed. Look at that. Well, lucky there, didn't you?
Christ for that.
And then Sentinels. 3s are the magic number. Like that, see?
So it's
The 2 6s are auto wounds because I put a grudge token on you.
Yeah.
It's a grudging. Yes, you have got a
What's
grudge
your
token.
strength?
Strength 6, so 4s.
4s. Yeah.
So 3 wounds.
-2.
Yes.
So 1 goes through. 2 damage.
Yes.
So he's down to 3.
Okay, cool. That's a thing. We did a thing there, Joe. Well, I mean, that makes this decision really easy. So both 3 beam weapons from those little jumbers are going to shoot Mr. the Plasmacutioner.
Okay.
So hit you on 3s with re-rolls from... Hi, Carl. So, right, okay. So I've hit the Plasmacutioner 6 times, but 2 of them are already auto wounds. We'll put them there. Which means I also hit the Sentinels 6 times. Okay. So we'll roll the wounds on the Plasmacutioner first on 5s. So that's 3 wounds on the Plasmacutioner at -2.
-2, so 4s.
3 damage each, take 6 wounds.
So what's that puts him down to?
6.
6, nice.
Cool. So you're bracketed. And then the other 6 into the Sentinels will wound you on 3s, because I'm strength 7. 7. So I've wounded you 3 times at -2.
So 1 goes through.
Flat 3 damage, kills the Sentinel. Does he explode?
Does he exploderize? He does. So he does 1 mortal wound to this guy, and he kills a guardsman.
How did you explode there? You didn't explode all day earlier.
I know, and I wanted to as well.
Okay. Right, let's stop dicking around, Joe. This is silly.
You're the one playing this army.
So my rail cannon up in the window. Shoot at this remaining Sentinel, who's got 6 wounds left. Yeah? 6.
No.
I hit you though.
Yeah.
3s. I wound you though. It's -4. D3 plus 3 damage. Just 5 damage.
He's down to 1. What a world we live in.
I really wanted him dead. Okay. Right. So we're going to move over to Mr. the Land Fortress. Right? Now. I did some measuring, Joe.
Yeah.
28 inches is his range from there. I can reach your tank commander. Okay?
Yeah.
So Joe, we are going to fire 2 of my beam weapons into your tank commander.
Cool.
We're going to fire... Actually, we might as well fire all 4 because I can hit everything on the way. So we're going to fire all 4 beam weapons into your tank commander because they're beam weapons. So they hit everything on the route anyway. They might as well, right? We're going to fire the auto cannon into this basilisk here.
Yeah.
Right, because we want that dead. Oh, no, actually, we'll fire that into the Chimera in front of me because it's already got some wounds. And then we'll fire the giant gun of doom, death, and destruction into Mr. the Leman Russ here, I reckon, with Gatekeeper. Cool? Okay, I'm spending 1 CP strat, which I'm going to make 0. Making it 0 apparently because I can every turn. So that one of the beam weapons does mortal wounds if it successfully hits.
Yeah.
Cool. And we're going to shoot that at your tank commander after we've fired. We'll fire them all together anyway because they fire at the same time.
Yeah.
So everything still gets to fire from the beam weapons. Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one hits on 2s. Cool. Take a mortal wound.
Oh, he's dead. What a surprise.
Right. And then the other 6 would have all hit as well, bar this one. That's not important for him because he's now dead, but it's important for the basilisk in front and the chimera in front of him because I hit both of them. Because beam weapons.
Because beam weapons.
So I'm so glad you made all these
And
nice
what's great,
corridors
right,
for me.
is I can't. What's great is you can't do the reduced damage either because you don't target them.
Yeah.
So it just happens.
So into the basilisk, strength 7 winning on 4s, or are you toughness 6 of basilisks now? You got up to toughness 7.
I hope it's toughness 7.
They used to be lower toughness, didn't they?
They used to be, despite it being a Lehman Russ. Not a Lehman Russ.
Chimera chassis.
It's like Chimera
because
chassis.
they were open tops. You want to go to your heavy support, not your fast attack. You want to give a bit further through your heavy support after your tanks into your artillery. There we go, in there.
So many. Toughness 7.
Okay, so 2 wounds on the Mr. the Basilisk because it's strength 7.
Minus. It takes 4 damage.
It takes 4 damage. And then the other 6 into the Chimera in front of me. Okay, we have wounded you twice on the Chimera because I guess that's also toughness 7, isn't it? So 2 more on the Chimera in front of me that's taken 3 damage already.
So 5s?
Yeah.
Minus 2, 5s.
Cool, take another 2 damage.
It's got 1 wound left.
What did I fire the autocannon at? Did I say the Basilisk? I did, didn't I?
I think so.
Yeah, good, okay.
So he done what, and the Basilisk has taken 4, so 11
So far.
wounds, so he's down to 7.
So I've hit you all but 1 into the Basilisk. Strength 7's 4s again. So it's another 3 wounds on the Basilisk, minus 2.
So 5s.
So take another 2 damage.
So he's down to 5.
5. Okay, and missing the big gun into the other tank commander. 2s.
Oh.
That's why we keep a CP, Joe. CP! Ah!
You deserve it.
I did deserve it.
How much CP have I got, Paddy?
2.
Are you thinking about shooting on death?
Vengeful salute.
Vengeful salute.
How many CP is that?
1 CP, is it not? Is it 1 CP?
I'll have a look.
But basically, what he can do is he can shoot on death if he's killed in his opponent's shooting phase, and he counts his ballistic skill 5, but if he shoots with a turret weapon, it goes up to 4s, because he gets +1 to hit.
Vengeful salute.
You get his 2
2
CP.
CP.
So it's his last 2 CP all gone.
I'm shooting it at the land fortress.
That's probably a good idea.
So hitting you on a 4.
4s.
It's an auto wound.
It is an auto wound, you're correct.
That's... Ignores your invulnerable save. When does Mr. No Damage happen?
I need to see this, because this could be you might want your 2 CP back. Because if Mr. No Damage is once per turn, and not once per battle round, I will let you keep your 2 CP, Joe. Or shoot at something different. Oh.
When is it?
It's once per battle round, and we're now in battle round 2.
Yeah. So it's gone off. So you.
So I can go damage 0,
That's fine.
because
I'm happy for it to go through because it means you can't do it in my shooting phase.
it might. Yeah, but I'm still okay with not taking 6 plus D3
Well, you still
damage.
take D3 mortal wounds
Okay,
for 3.
cool. So I'm back down to 7 mortal wounds. 5 mortal wounds. 5 wounds remaining. I'm still okay with not taking a full vanquisher shot to the face.
Oh, I still get to fire 3 heavy bolters at you as well. Well done, Mr.
3 heavy bolters.
1 heavy bolter.
That's
3
right.
heavy bolter shots. All 6s, please. Just the
So 4 hits.
just the 1 actually.
Oh yeah, you don't get a plus
And
1,
ballistic
of course.
skill
Yeah,
5.
We're good.
Why couldn't you fail that?
Because
Why
I
couldn't
didn't,
you
I, didn't, I didn't really feel like it.
Why couldn't you be fun?
So for 2 CP, he's got more wounds than he did at the end of your last turn.
That was silly, Joe.
Yeah, but it does mean that his annoying Mark of Zinch is out of the way now, which means in my turn, I only have to do 5 damage to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds so easy when you say it like that.
He needs to, he hasn't killed it in the last 3 games. So he needs to, I feel I'm on his side for killing it. I'm on his side. I was half tempted to just for the lols let it go through, and then I realised that what that means, only because if you'd have killed it, I just get my berserks out and go, charge? But, alas, no. Okay, right. Okay. So what have I killed so far? Killed that tank. Is that it?
You've killed the tank.
Is that it?
That's it.
But it does mean your grind them down is out the window, Joe.
Yeah, his grind's
good. I
failed.
got rid of the
But I was
card
hoping
now.
I'd killed more than that.
I'm glad you haven't. If I'm honest.
She got a bonus point.
Been a bit of a damp squib. This. There's a lot of things down to less wounds they started with, but I haven't actually killed anything more than that, which makes me sad and is significantly worse than earlier. So, I think we're going to call that turn. I don't think there's anything I want to or can charge. I mean, I could charge Guardsman with Moon Buggy for a laugh. I don't think I gain much from doing that, do I, really?
No.
Could run a couple of them over, I guess. Like, rev up on you. Knowing these, they've probably got 25 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh, only 3.
Only 3.
Only 3. Okay.
Only 3.
I think I'm not going to bother. I think I'm going to leave it there, Joe, and say, it's your turn, sir.
What secondaries did you score?
Niente. I got deploy teleport homer for 5.
Yep.
I got assassinate for another 5. I'm going to probably actually discard air denial because I think he's just going to keep rolling tanks into the middle of the grid. So we're going to get rid of air denial.
And
we're
you got a
just gonna take the
single bonus point.
10. Yeah, single
your
bonus
turn.
points. Yeah,
There we are.
absolutely.
So I go up to 1 CP and I draw 3 cards. How many CP are you on?
6.
I feel like the one that gets you CP back is probably the way to go for my army. Right, so my first card. Capture
Yeah, but you'll gain 3 just from not taking a spearhead,
yeah.
Joe.
Assassination.
Oh dear.
For God's sake. Stop. Bring it down.
Okay, kill the
Right.
land fortress. That's
We're
what you
on it.
wanted.
That's what we want. Done.
You're not going to
Deal.
use your free CP to trade one in.
No. I might need that
The
to.
old bait and switch.
I might need to that just to cry into later.
Right. Go, Joe, go.
Command phase. I get to do my cool artillery thing now.
You can.
So here it's 6 inches. You ran away over there, so it's basically the moon buggy and your peeps. So
Yep.
I hit the moon buggy on a 3. No. On a. Oh no.
Joe's got to do some reading now.
Roll a d6 roll a d6 for each unit within 6 inches of the centre of the marker, adding 1 if the unit being rolled for is within 3 inches of the centre of the marker, subtracting 1 if that unit being rolled for is a character. On a 2 to 5, that suffers d3, and on a 6, it suffers d6.
Okay.
So the moon buggy, I get +1 for,
Why?
because you're in 3
Am I?
of the centre, yes.
Okay, if you say so.
So I hit it, so d3 more wounds, 3.
Cool.
And then for your
Only got 6 left.
and your unit of mecha suit dudes, 5. So D3,
1.
just the 1.
Cool. I'll take that. I'm okay with that.
Joe, before we do any more command phase stuff,
Yeah.
how many primaries did you score?
I
He
hold-
also gets the 7. Gets 3 for holding his home objective, 4 for holding 1 in no man's land. He doesn't hold mine.
Sorted.
That one's out of range of everything, so you're going to have to move it.
Yeah, I was wondering where to put it.
How's chat, Paddy? Any chats,
the-
super chats, questions?
I have a question which I've been saving for Joe, but he's thinking, so we might have to put the elevator music on. Firstly, Captain Manorangs is gifted another membership, which
Hero.
was taken straight up by Boris Poletiev. I think I've said that right, hopefully. If not, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it wrong.
Good man.
The question we have, Joe, with all your tanks,
Yeah.
and topically, because now a lot of them are quite wounded, why didn't you take a tech priest?
Because I don't have one.
There we are, that answers your question, chap. Nice and easy.
The thing is with tanks now, so a tech priest is a potential interesting inclusion, but the thing is with tanks now, right? Mechanised orders splash 12 inches, okay? Mechanised orders are still also the best way on tanks, in fact I think it's the only way on tanks near enough, of getting reroll hit rolls of 1. But it's a 12-inch range, so you can splash an order from your command tank to a tank 12 inches away, then bounce another 6 inches to a tank that's 6 inches further away. So you don't need to be grouped up for rerolls, etc. Not only that, the loss of grinding advance, but the increased number of regular shots from battle cannons means that tanks now don't have to move 5 inches to get 2d6 shots because they don't get any bonus from moving half distance. They can move their 10 inches. So what Joe found earlier, specifically with battle tanks now, is they're highly mobile. They're actually the mobile vehicles they should be on a battlefield. They push out, rolling across they bring the thunder across the battlefield. So a tech priest is great for turn 1. Until the tanks then go "Meh!" like that across the battlefield, and then the tech pieces go, "Oh, my fucking spanner's useless now."
Yeah, and like the regimental doctrine I want to take once I've got a few more chimeras, because that's how I kind of want to run this army, and I'll probably end up ditching the basilisks. Is infantry squads in chimeras,
Mechanised infantry.
mechanized infantry, which is you can disembark after you move, which is brilliant. And then the other one you take is swift as the wind, which basically means that you get +1 movement on infantry, so infantry now moves 7,
And artillery.
Yep.
Yep.
And everything else gets +2, which means that Lehman Russes move 12 inches, chimeras move 14 inches.
Yep.
So you can move a chimera 14, then disembark 10.
So yeah, you disembark 3, move 6, move the additional 1.
Yeah.
So you get 24-inch movement guard.
Yeah.
That's fast, isn't it?
Yeah. And you can still shoot as well, because none of that's advancing.
That's
Right. So very, very quickly, he's going to issue reroll 1s to hit on himself, which obviously will splash onto that guy.
Yeah.
And then he will issue these guys here to...
Did you take a morale check for them
oh no.
at -5? Just roll a 3. Cool. So you fail morale, another guy runs away. And then you roll 4 dice, and you roll 4 1s and 2s.
Hang on. Is he in range of my commissar?
I don't know.
While you're measuring, Warmaster Will super chatted to ask if Earthshaker cannons are still in squads. Unfortunately, they're not. Individual units
Number
now,
2
which is a bit devastating, as we've discussed already. Those who have 9 basilisks.
Yeah, yeah. So basilisks are no longer squadrons. So there's nothing in the book that's a vehicle in the heavy support section that's a squadron anymore, with the exception of Lehman Russ battle tanks, and they can go up to units of 3. So basilisks are now in 1-man squadrons. Death Strike's 1 man's, Manticores 1 man's, Wyverns 1 man. Everything's 1 man's apart from Lehman Russes. I'm actually genuinely sad that basilisks don't get to be in squadrons of 3, because I think there's nothing better than lots of basilisks on the table. I love them, despite the fact that I don't think... So I would bet very good money they will lose their buff to indirect fire. We're playing it that way on purpose because this is the new codex and the balanced data state was released before the codex was released. So that's how we're playing it. And I think when you make them -1 to hit for basilisks and you're hitting on 5s, even the no more reliable D6 +3 shots, it's just crap. It's just not as good as it could be. When you look at some of the things that now compete for spots in heavy support, specifically Russes. Russes are so solid now as a choice that I just don't see basilisks being all that worth it. That being said, I've got 2 Armageddon pattern basilisks built and day sprayed, and I'll keep using them just because I think they're a cool looking unit.
I think it's a bit of an issue for Guard because like a third of the Guard's army is artillery. They've got so much, and it's such an integral part of the army. It would be a bit of a shame if it wasn't really seen because it all hit on 5s. Liam, question for you then.
Yes, sir.
Super chat from 3 Amigos Studios says, "Howdy gents from the 3 Amigos Studio. What are your thoughts on Thunderkin with grav cannons? Auto wounding heavies with reroll strat and damage 3 seems decent."
Yeah, I actually think they're a better choice than the convert. It's really hard. When I first got them built with Joe and I spent a long time trying to debate between the two, the conversion beamers and the grav weapons. I went conversion beamers because, as we've probably already seen tonight, I really love beam weapons. I think they're hilarious. You can target a unit as far away as possible and hit everything on a line. I think it's brilliant. So I went with the beamers. And the thing is with the conversion beamers, if I remember rightly, and I'll have to double check, I think they're a longer range as well, which I find for Votan at the moment is something that I need. So I've got a lot of points still tied up in transports right now. The conversion, he knows his job, Joe, don't you worry. The conversion beamer is a 30-inch range, which in the conglomerate's 34 inches. The grav cannon is only an 18-inch range, which means only a 22-inch range in the conglomerate. But any other particular league, it's only an 18-inch range. Considering range is the thing that probably hurts Votan the most, and why I think the conglomerate's such a powerful choice, that's why I went conversion beamers. That being said, the blast cannons are no joke. So they're heavy D6 shots. You get 3 of them in a unit minimum. You can go up to 6. They're heavy D6 shots. So 3 D6 shots that are blast weapons. Strength 5, -3, 2 damage. Target an armor characteristic of 3 or more, 3 damage. And you can make them reroll all hits. They're very, very good. So I think the conversion beamers are more expensive than the grav cannons. I think the grav cannons are 5 points cheaper as well. Yeah, the conversion beamers plus 5 points. So the grav cannons are cheaper.
So
they're a really solid choice. I really rate them, but you have to play your Thunderkin different to how I play them. So I use them as more of a backfield unit, and I push forward with things like, at the moment, with things like Berserks, Hearthguards, and actually Warriors are pretty solid. And I keep my conversion beamers as mid to backfields. If you're going to take the grav weapons, you kind of have to use them as forward units, if that makes sense, which isn't the bestest in the world. So, you happy?
Yeah.
Well, I say it isn't the bestest in the world. I just feel like we've got other stuff that already does that in leagues because they're quite short-ranged. Sorry, Garrett, carry on.
Done.
I'm actually really getting into Votan, and I fucking hated them.
I know, and I hate it.
The chat were asking earlier if you're ever going to play against the Votan.
100% I will. If someone else wants to play them, I'll play against them. No problems whatsoever. Part of the reason why I love them so much is just because Joe's done a really cool paint job on them, so it's partly your own fault.
I do quite like the paint scheme.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have happily said I'll play against them. I don't mind.
Yeah. So I've repositioned my missile to here.
Cool.
And I've moved a sentinel to here, so it means you can't go forward. Your only option is go backwards.
Joe was thinking.
Where's the tape measure?
While you're measuring, Armholio has said he likes how the top-down cam now avoids Joe's bold spot.
Well,
Should we dice cam you?
Dice cam it. There you go. It's a little bit. I can just rearrange it, innit? There you go. So I've had to grow my hair long specifically to cover my bald spot. Right. So yeah.
Okay. Or just take the mortal wounds. I don't really care.
Joe, sorry, one super chat from Raven. Tank commanders aren't legal targets for orders for themselves, even when splashing.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. So that
The tank commander that's doing it
has got a warlord trait, which allows him to target himself.
Yes, specifically says this model can target itself with orders even if it has the officer keyword. Still can't splash, but he can give himself an order and splash onto a non-tank commander.
Yeah.
There we are, team that answers all the questions.
So I'm going to give it to the Vanquisher because I feel like he should. He's going to target the big dog.
What's he getting?
So he's got reroll 1s from the tank commander, and he's obviously got old grudges on from my commander because he is a tank squadron,
Okay.
a battle tank squadron.
What I'll do at one point, chat, is I'll play guard against Votan, so we see more than just reroll ones, reroll ones, reroll ones, reroll ones, reroll ones, reroll ones,
Well, I've only got.
reroll ones. No, go on.
Now, go on. What are you going
That's fine, you carry on.
going to blob on about? Go on.
While these two are chuntering, Captain Mannering's again your legend, 5 gifted
Oh,
memberships.
hero.
My hero.
Immediately
Hoovered up.
hoovered up, yeah. JCM Shirtlef, Matty DWow, Chadar, Jambo 13, and iChan01, all gifted members. Welcome, guys! Exclamation mark Discord in the chat.
Yeah, heroes. We joke about this because Titans say it loads. It's one of the best ways to support us as a channel. So we know a lot of you are already members, and a lot of you normally this time of night on a Tuesday we'd be kicking out members only content. Every single Tuesday is members only content. The only time that's different is when we get a new book from GW, because I don't like the idea of waiting until Thursday and everyone else has a chance to stream. So there's an arms race as to who can get content out quickly.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a difference between speed and quality, so we wait till Tuesday, so it's just slightly better quality because we've learned the book a little bit more. However, normally it's members only this time of night, and a lot of you are already members and you enjoy the content, you enjoy the Discord, and you enjoy the community, which is incredible. However, it's really nice to give someone else that opportunity to try it out as well.
Yeah.
You get a free month to try it. It doesn't bill you anything, and at the end of that month you don't have to cancel. It will just cancel itself because it's a gifted membership. So it's not going to start billing you if you've been given one. So just one of the things I do is I urge people who get a gifted membership to just use it, because you might love it and you might go, this is actually, I think, maybe worth my own money rather than having to wait for a gifted one. We've had a lot of people that have had a gifted membership that have been converted to full-time members. So
Speaking
massive
of,
thank you.
Nordost44 has gifted a membership, which was picked up by Steve F.
Legend.
So thanks, guys. Very quickly, because Jonathan Silver's in the chat and he's been asking the question. He's now asked, how do we think the Quins are going to fare when they square off against the New Guards or the League of Votan?
Quins are good into both.
Yeah.
Lots of haywire, super fast. A lot of the turret weapons. So I reckon you'll see an absolute swathe of Lehman Russes now. But like Quins are -1 to hit, and you can't reroll the hit everywhere.
Yeah.
So they don't care about turret weapons. You're still hitting on force.
Like, both of these armies are going to struggle against fast-moving combat armies. That's going to be their main thing.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to answer your question, Joe.
What's that?
There is another interesting tank order you can give out.
What's that? Is it OBSEC?
No, it's called pinning fire.
Yeah.
So if you give a tank pinning, I'm going to tell you because you won't do this. If you're going to give a tank pinning fire, then when the first time it's selected to shoot, you select an infantry unit. So you could, for example, select a unit of 5-inch moving Thunderkin that are currently within range of a Godspur missile, right? At which point you then shoot at that unit of infantry. That's the only unit of infantry you can shoot at. If that unit scores 5 or more hits against that enemy unit, then until the end of your opponent's next turn, that enemy unit is pinned. While a unit is pinned, subtract 2 from its move characteristic. I can only move 3 inches, so you make sure I'm right next to the centre of that objective mark. I can't get out of range of it. I'm going to go, oh, there's a missile. Or I have to advance and I can't shoot. It's a cool tank order. Shut your trap. Right. Reroll ones then, Joe. Go on.
Vanquisher. Chumbawamba.
Okay, good.
Right. Hits.
You do. That's right.
A 2. Wounds.
Cool.
Minus-
6 up save.
Do you get a 6 up? -5 goes to -4.
Cool.
I would have cried.
Guess what?
You can't make it 0.
No, I know.
So it's
I'm dead.
You're dead.
I've got 5 wounds left, Joe, and you do 6 plus D6. 6 plus D3 wounds. Right.
Suck it.
6 models inside.
I'm happy now.
6 models inside. Oh, that's a problem. 3 of them die.
That's a problem.
Cool. Okay.
I can lose now. I'm happy. Carry on. Yeah.
Explosions.
Yeah?
No, we're
Oh,
good.
that would have
Okay.
been good.
So 2 berserks and Mr. the E-Champ get out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're dead. So the 2 berserkers, a mystery champ, dead.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. All right, sir. So, well, Mr. the E-Champ can just get out inside the ruin because that's safe. Hidden.
Safe.
I'll get out over here. You killed it, Jay. It's the first time in 4 games.
I'm so happy. So happy. He is being a thorn in my side. I'm glad a Vanquisher did it, because that is their job.
Guess what is in that box that you're going home with?
I know.
Another one. 2 moon buggies. 2 moon buggies. Anyway, carry on.
So, the headbutt is wasted.
You've got a chance now.
I've got a chance.
A chance.
So, Mr. the Tank Commander over there
That gets him one of his first 3 bonus points, Paddy, for this turn, mate.
Yeah.
I can't shoot them, can I? I don't think I can see them with my tank commander over there.
I'm going to say no, but I
No.
can't be bothered to
But
go over and look.
what I'm going to do then is I'm going to shoot this guy here
In the window?
in the window.
To the window, to the wall.
And he's going to also receive some heavy bolters.
Some heavy bolsters.
Yeah, so we'll start with the big gun.
Okay. D3 plus 6.
So it automatically gets the 3 because you're over 6 models. So that's 9.
9 shots.
Hit on 3s. That's a lot of 1s, but that's fine. We get to reroll them.
How interesting.
Ooh. So 2 auto wounds. 2s.
2s.
Boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
-3 goes to -2. You're in cover, which puts
4
you
up
on
in
a-
vulnerable save on the champion. Fails.
Good.
First one goes to 0. Mark his inch. Next one. Lives. Next one. Oh, he's going to die. And then the other 4 are 4 ups in cover to 3 ups. -3 goes to -2, so 5 ups. 4 more die, so 5 die in total.
Whee!
So there's 5 in that unit dead. I'll put that there. Carry on. Carry on.
Hey, boys! These are hitting on 4s.
It's a 5, Joe. It's fine.
There we go. We're on the 1s. Ooh.
Who killed the thingy, by the way?
The Vanquisher.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's a grudging.
Oh. Only 4 wounds with heavy bolters. -1, so 4 ups.
In cover, 3 ups.
Well, it'd be. Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
Cool, so 1 more dice, so I lost 6 so far.
Yeah.
So far, what's alive is the rail cannon, the Voxcaster, the medic, and a normal guy.
Okay. Cool. All right, then. That was way more efficient than I'm actually a little bit shocked and stunned.
Joe's a bit flabbergasted right now.
Yeah, right then. Okay. We'll carry on over there. The basilisk will shoot those 2 dudes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So D6 plus 3, so 5. Hitting on 5s now,
Because you can't see me.
so I can't see you. Just the 1 hit.
Just the 1 hit, actually. Cool. 2s? Oh, no, 3s. Yeah, 10, so 2s, because I'm tough as 5.
Yeah, on your invuln.
So 5 up in Vun. Cool. How much damage?
3
So
5s.
3 on a basilisk.
2s.
Thank
2.
you. So I get 5 up, because it's 2 damage, I get a 5 up for no pain. Cool, I live with 1 win remaining. Otherwise, I'd have had a 4 up for no pain if it was a 1 damage.
And then his heavy flamer should be in range of Mr. Bike.
Well, you didn't declare.
I do declare.
I declare after I've shot.
He does that a lot, so I've just got
5
used to it.
shots. Well, it can't shoot anything else.
I don't care, Jay. 4, so it's a heavy flamer.
Doesn't matter.
Good
there we
talk.
go. Right.
Culture to pass.
The other basilisk will do the same.
Okay, long dong into the berserks.
So long dong into the berserks. Just the 4 shots. Right, basilisks.
You hit me twice.
Bonk now,
Yeah, I
in
know.
my opinion. My humble opinion. On your invuln.
So 5 ups. Cool, pass 1, fail 1. 5 up for no pains. Cool, that guy dies. The one
So,
guy.
2 basilisks.
1 berserk.
Kill 1 berserk, which has a 5 up invulnerable save and 5 up feel no pain.
Maybe it's a good thing you can't take 9 of them now.
Yeah.
It's saving you money.
Yeah,
is what they're
And
doing.
time. So, don't bother shooting them. They're bad. Right, and then his heavy flamer into Mr. Bike for 2.
Yeah, yes.
2 wounds. Good strength 5.
Yeah. 1 goes through. 2 left.
These guys here will shoot him. So rapid firing plasma gun. We're going to overcharge.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like to live life dangerously.
1's. Way!
He's dead. Will I hit you?
Hey! 5 up. Feel no, 5 up. Incredible save. Oh, you do get the bike.
There you go.
It was worth it. See?
What a hero.
Full
It's a trade,
unit
innit?
killed that, Joe.
Yeah, it's
That
a
was
full unit
full
killed.
Yeah.
Guardsman for a biker. I feel like that's worth it, Jay.
And then, yeah.
Oh, they got up to 3 grudge tokens now as well.
Ooh.
On that one guy.
Is there a 3 on that side? There is a 3 there.
Oh.
There we go.
That's a grudging.
On guardsman.
We're really grudged against him now.
I know.
Super grudged.
Super grudge. Right, this Chimera will shoot your engineer
Okay.
because I can see him.
Engineer.
Because I can't see. Because there's 6 people here dead, right?
Yeah, 6 of them are dead, but you need to keep the right ones in the squad.
There's basic chumps.
Could that do? Did you get the champion in there as well? Because he died.
Oh. Whoop. Mr. the Champ.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to keep him in there, Joe, he died.
Right then. Actually, no. That Chimera then will shoot that squad up there. So turret heavy bolter. Almost. Non-turret heavy bolter. 1 hit.
Got a hit in there. Nice.
And a wound.
3 up. Yep.
And then lasgun array. Zap, 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 zap.
Joe, have you seen how Joe's got a bit more momentum about him now?
He's what we call a bad winner.
Yeah, he's got a bit more. No, good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I said I'm happy to lose now because I killed the land fortress.
That's it, yeah.
Buddy. You should have seen his face earlier. Jesus.
I was ready.
Luckily, it was on camera.
I was ready to end it all.
I wanted him to be excited about new guards. It's good.
Yeah. So this guy's heavy bolters will shoot that squad, and this lasgun array into Mr. One Man.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
You know that means that he gets a 4 up, feel no pain against it. It's a 1 damage weapon. I'm just
Yeah,
trying
that's a good point actually, isn't it? And he's obnoxious. Right. So lasgun array into the chumps into the building.
Okay.
And then the heavy bolters into that one guy.
Okay.
Because I only got 1 wound left,
Okay.
which means no shoot good. So turret heavy bolter would be hitting on 6s, but goes to
now
5s. Oh, I've wounded him automatically.
Yeah.
And then the non-turret, which is hitting you on 6s anyway, 1.
Okay, so
1,
5 up invulnerable save,
and then 2,
5 up
5.
feel no pains. You get him. You get him good. Put a grudge token on the Chimera. It's a grudgeon.
My 1 wound chimera.
It's a grudgeon.
And then lasgun array,
You get 12 of them because you're in rapid fire range. And they're
Which-
rapid fire 6.
which are all
So
hitting
I'll
on
ask you-
6s.
They hit on 6s. Yeah, but they auto wound.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that plane's coming in land. There you go.
1.
You get an auto wound.
Roll a 2.
3 up save. Hey! Right.
Right, this guy here, right, he's going to shoot him, kill it, straight up.
I reckon he can do it.
1 shot. Hits.
He's it. He
Doesn't
hasn't
win.
wounded, Jay. You got a CP.
Nah, I'm not going to use that. Mr. Plasma Executioner
Yeah.
is going to shoot everything at these Billy boys.
The Thunderkin.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Overcharge.
Alright.
Because we too like. What? Why are you?
No, I'm not saying a word. Okay.
What are you?
Nothing.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
He's getting in your head.
He is. Right.
What's that a word, Jay?
Top Gun. 4
Start-
shots.
You start singing then, Top Gun.
4, 3. Overcharging, so I'm hitting you on 3s.
Oh my lord, you took 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah. I'm down to 6. Good times. Wounding you on 3s.
How did you go up to 8?
What
He
I
was on 6.
Down to 4 then.
So I don't know what you hit on there, but was this count it as hits?
1. 1 wound then.
One, was it 1 or was it 2?
It was 2, but I
We'll,
just
we'll
said
get 2, it's fine.
It's 1.
Cool.
Both fine.
No, because you're -3.
You've got it 4 up invuln, haven't you?
No, I've only got 3 up save. 5 up invuln, 1 dice.
Oh.
Cool. You kill the guy who had 2 wounds left.
I should have gone with the plasma, the sponsored plasma, because we're going to overcharge those as well. So 2 D3 shots for 4, hitting on
4 ones and you
fives.
die.
We're doing it. No. just the 1 hit actually.
1 auto wounds.
And then that.
That auto wounds is really good, Joe.
I know, it's so good. I should have taken it earlier.
Cool.
Right.
Both invuns pass.
Las cannon. Pew! Misses.
This is why I said to you, I think Born Soldiers is still probably my go-to.
It's the best by miles. I think I've shot my load, you know.
I'm going to say you haven't shot the Punisher yet.
Oh, the Punisher.
I think you've still got him to go.
He's going to shoot everything at Mr. Buggy.
Yeah, he's in range, isn't he? It's 24 inches, it should be fine.
5, 10, 13, 15, 20.
Dagger, 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 dagger.
1 whole 6.
Oh my god, that was...
Luckily, those aren't overcharged.
No! I think he'd be dead!
Yeah. You win some, you lose some. Toughness.
5.
What,
Or
on
6.
on the
Thunderkin.
the Tonk.
The Thunderkin, toughness 5.
So 4's
3s.
3s.
Strength 6 now. 3s. Using these fucking rules. Right. -1 becomes -nothing.
2 up save.
No.
That's because they spend all the time in buildings. Isn't
Yeah, I always put them in cover, yeah. -1 becomes minus nothing, so 3 ups. Cool, so I take 3, so you kill another one. Pew. Cool.
That'll do.
No,
that
you've
you?
got heavy bolters in that,
Oh,
at the front
yeah,
of that tank.
yeah.
3 heavy bolt shots. Jesus, Joe, come on. I'm trying for you here. You don't win me.
No.
I tried for you though, didn't I?
I didn't move that Chimera. He's just chilling.
Tin of beans.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it. Done.
Done.
Don't be blowing like. What second have you just got? Anything?
I got.
Bring it down.
Bring it down.
That's
to
it.
5. I don't get capture enemy outpost. And I don't get assassinate.
I've got you down as 2 bonus points.
Yes.
Cool.
I think I'm going to sack off assassinate. Because I hate that guy. And he's just going to be a pain in my bum bum.
Yeah, I mean he is. There's no doubt.
Done. Up there.
You done?
Done.
Cool. I have to get a full fresh hand of courages.
Yes, we
What?
do. And are you on 7 points again? You don't control his?
I am on 7 still, yeah.
Mega.
Mega 7.
While we're, well, you're drawing. Let's get ready
Secure no man's land, Paddy.
on it.
Battlefield supremacy, Paddy. That's 10 points straight away, by the way. Investigate sites, Paddy. Action within 6 inches of the centre. I'm going to keep that one, but I'm not going to do it.
Have
What
you
was that
got a
last one,
strat?
sorry?
Investigate sites, the last one. So battlefield supremacy, investigate sites, secure no
Got 'em.
man's land. Look at that. That's okay. So secure no man's land. Hold 2 or more objectives in no man's land. I'm already doing that one. Behind enemy lines isn't the right one. It's battlefield supremacy. That would be hold 3 objectives and hold more than your
Second.
opponent. I'm already doing that one. And then
Are
investigate
you?
site. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
You
Oh
don't.
no, hold
That's
this one.
not
That's not
an
objective. Okay, right, that's still easily achievable. Right, and then the last one is investigate site. Do an action within 6 inches of centre, which means I would have to get my infantry out and not shoot them, and I don't want to be doing that. Cool. Into some command phase and movement phase stuff. Talk to chat, you beautiful bastards.
So, super chat from Big Bad Peter Gaming. I'm not sure I fully understand this one. Did the exposition change at all for guard?
Exposition.
Definitely says exposition.
What, like do they wear fancy clothes, like take pictures in the park, that kind of stuff?
I'm not quite sure. Big Bad Peter Gaming, do you want to just clarify that one, mate? And we'll I'll seek it out and we'll put it to the guys again.
Yeah, do you want to talk more proper good England so we know what you're on about?
Rimini gifted 5 Liam Dempsey memberships.
Beautiful human.
Again, taken up. Base Star 3, 3 Amigo Studio, Castle Bravo Jewels, and Loose. The
Who's got
Warhammer
one?
Widow picked one up.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
Yeah.
she's such a freeloader.
She not
Thanks
a
very
member
much for
already?
that, and welcome, guys. She was so excited by it, she immediately went and started hoovering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the sign of an excited woman.
It's empowered her to like oh. Because she likes to make her mark on the channel, so she's like.
The sign of an excited woman is always hoovering, I was told.
That's and then Des asked if the Berserkers need morale well, but they're dead. I'm right in saying, aren't they?
They're dead.
Berserkers are morale.
Absolutely
I
killed.
saw
No
my
need
chance
for it.
and I took it.
But I'm okay with it.
We're also asked for a quick review of what's left on the board. So a lot of tanks from Joe, and
Yeah, so I've got 3 chimeras and 21 infantry. A Lehman Russ tank commander with the gatekeeper relic. I've got a Lehman Russ Vanquisher, a Lehman Russ Punisher, a Lehman Russ Plasma Executioner, and a command squad.
a lot of Lehman Russes.
And 1 Sentinel. Liam has got a unit of warriors in this building here. He's got the Tech Priesty dude here. He's got the Smash Hammer dude there. Pointy Finger High Carl there. The 2 Tonka cars things there. 1 Thunderkin there. A unit of 10 dudes in this building here. And then I believe you're getting the 2 units of 5 warriors out now.
Yeah, I've got more warriors to come.
Don't worry about that.
Don't
Liam,
worry about that.
here's a really good question, mate.
Okay.
Where can we get the dice?
You can't currently. They sold out in no time at all.
Like 2 hours.
So we currently don't have any available, but we have got another 1,000 matte black and 1,000 matte white en route. So we'll have some more very, very soon.
I might use the white ones for my guard.
I've been there's a lot of chat going on at the moment about what is going to be run when I play Tau into the guard on Thursday, and people. James Hobbs has super chat to say, Paddy, Crisis Bomb, Farsight, be that guy. So
I mean, yeah.
I'm going to look at what that is and I'm going
it's
to.
obnoxious, is what it is,
It's
buddy.
disgusting.
I'm going to figure out what that is, and may or may not be that guy, but probably not, because I'm not a bad person at heart. You are. The chat have also been telling me not to press the big red button. There's a lot of buttons here, and I'm just making sure I'm trying to get it right, but I'm trying not to press the big red scary one, because then Liam will come and punch me, and it won't be a good thing. I'll be exiled again. There you go.
What are they? Are they 24 or 36 on infantry?
What's that?
The I think they're 24.
The bolters are
No.
24.
No.
The ions.
The only one I care about, Magna Rail 24 to 28 inch. Okay. So that's a problem.
Maths with Liam ongoing at the moment.
I think.
We do need the elevator music, don't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Because I was running the big missile, I was listening to the Red Alert soundtrack today. By the way, slaps. The Red Alert main theme tune. If you want to get in the mood to do anything,
Sing the theme tune.
that's all you need in your life.
We'll do some shooting, Jay. Okay. So I got Miss the High Carl. Just made my conversion be my reroll hits because I couldn't give it to anyone else close enough. I guess I could put it on himself on the off chance I can get into melee, but I think that Sentinel's not long for this world with the 1 wound left. We disembarked 5 of my guys, which means the other transport still got 5 guys in it, including a rail rifle, a medic, a champion. Just because, you know, why not? So, or actually, I should have got them 5 out instead, actually. I should swap it over, shouldn't I?
It's not too late.
Yeah, I think that's probably makes a better choice for reasons that I'll go on to in just a second once I swap them over. But the principle is exactly the same. The 5 of them get out there. Cool. Right. Okay. Right. So they get he gets reroll hits because he can. They get reroll 1s because Mr. the High Carl. We've had to pull the moon buggies back. I was tempted to just be like, go on, roll some dice on mortal wounds and just see what happens. But I thought actually because one's got 6 wounds and one's got 9 wounds, they'll just die.
Yeah, because
let's
one might end
not
up. One
do
will just
that.
die, and one will have 1 wound left at best.
Or unless you roll double 1s, which I wouldn't put past you, quite frankly. We've lined some guys up in the window. We've moved some characters around there, so you can target characters, but you got rid of assassinate, so I don't really care now if you kill characters. We've got some rail rifles set up. I've got 5 guys sat in buggies ready to go. I need to essentially get on that objective, and then I get 10 points. That's it. That's all I've got to do.
Why have you got to be on that objective?
Because I need a secure no man's land for 2 objectives in no man's land. I've got that one over there because the guy's in the building. And then I need this one in no man's land because I don't have this one. And then I need battlefield supremacy, hold 3, hold more. So I need this one.
Okay.
Then I get 10 points.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I feel you.
Yeah. I want to kill some stuff as well because I need some bonus points, Jay. So we're going to start off with this particular last cannon here who'll shoot through this to this tank via this sentinel.
Yeah.
It's the last cannon beam weapon.
Because beam weapons are silly.
Yeah, they are. And I'll also hit that tank with my bolt cannons. We'll start with the last cannon though. 3s.
As a hit and auto wound.
So hit and an auto wound on him, and 2 hits on him. Okay, and then the other one on him doesn't wound. So and then the 2 wounds on the sentinel. Neither of them wound.
Oh.
Cool.
So 1 save on Lehman Russ.
-3. In the box helps.
This box is super bouncy. Well, it goes through.
D6 to Martiers. You've got 4 left. You'd be dead.
Oh. Does he explode? He does not.
Okay. So he's dead. So the other guy.
Do you know what makes me sad? Is he's mainly died from lasers not being shot at him. That's the first time he's actually been targeted.
So the other guy is going to shoot at the sentinel with 1 wound left. Hits you once, auto wounds.
Oh no, Liam, I fat fingered it on the wrong. I've done the thing.
Oh,
That's
there
right.
you
That's
not to
fine.
do.
It's much smaller now, but
Sorry,
you know,
team.
just it's cold.
go. Minus
3.
3. A 6. Goes through.
He's dead. You've got 1 wound left.
Does he explode? I actually want him to. Because if he explodes, he kills that 1 guardsman and you can't get on the objective.
I can't even charge the long dong, but it's a much bigger charge.
Come on. 6.
I saw it as well.
I know.
Okay, so he's Judd.
See, and that's how you get rid of grudge tokens. See, it's gone now. It's gone. Disappeared.
I didn't put high Carl grudge tokens on things. I forgot to do that.
Well, what would you put them on?
Well, he was here,
Yeah.
so I could see him and that other one that I would have shot at. So I
he
would have
would-
put one on the guy that I shot at, which
Yeah.
I forgot to do. So we're not going to worry about that one. And then we're going to put that one on this. Oh, this chumber here. He needs to go up to 2. I need more tokens. More tokens. Okay. And it's only fair that I put it on the guy that was killed. And at the end of your turn, I would have been able to put one on one that's in range of an objective marker, which is him again.
Oh, good.
Look at that, Joe.
I mean, you could have put on the other tank commander.
No. This one. Why not? Makes sense. Right, cool. Okay. So my conversion beamer is going to shoot at that tank that just right there. Isn't that good?
Lovely.
Yeah. And I will spend a CP, make it 0, to do 2 mortal wounds on a hit roll.
Oh.
So the first one.
To do 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah, well, because it hits you twice, it does a mortal wound for every time it hits, right? So the first one misses, but I got to reroll everything from miss to the high Kyle. It hits, 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And the second one hits. So I've hit you. Oh, it's 1 shot actually. No, so it's just the 1. I lied. So 1 hit so far, and it's on 4.
Yeah.
So I've got to roll the other wound, which wounds. So 2 wounds at -2. So you've taken 8 damage from that 1 conversion beamer.
I thought they were only 3 damage each.
Yeah, so 3, 3, and then the 2 mortal wounds. It's 8.
Cool.
He's got 5 left.
5 left.
Okay, it's 5 left. Right there. For you. Cool. Okay. That makes the target of his big gun easier.
And that laser would have hit my command squad.
Oh, it would have hit your command squad twice as well. So I wound you on 2s. I wound you twice.
But they don't do mortal wounds, though, do they?
No.
Right. So 2 guys die because it's -2.
Yeah.
But they are damage free.
Damage 3. So you get 5 for no pain.
First guy. Oh, he's very dead. Look at him. And then the next one.
Squish, squish.
Also dead.
Yeah.
There
You
we
tried. So
Take off Jürgen and...
You get rid of Jürgen so easy nowadays. This guy with the binoculars.
That's the Vox man.
He's a Vox man.
Oh, no, get rid of him. I don't use him, to be honest.
Okay.
Because my infantry just hide in tanks for
Right, which means my railgun is going to shoot that tank now, because I can.
Oh.
The other 4 are just going to shoot the long dong in front of me, I think. Or I can shoot that Chimera that's got 10 wounds left. Let's shoot the Chimera. Cool, okay, so 4 guns into Chimera, hitting on 3s. I can reroll the 1s because missed the high car. Cool, 2 hits, strength 5 to 5s. And I wound you no times. Miss to the railgun into tank commander. Just a 4 will do. That's good. Auto wounds.
Minus...
4.
So, a 6. Goes through.
D3 plus 3. Just the 5 damage. He's got 5 left.
Oh, he's dead. Does he explode? Just as mental. That's 2 people. That's a combined 50 points worth of people. Just 1 shot. 150 points of tank.
It's obnoxious, isn't it? It's just silly. Okay, right. Okay. But I did say this when the Codex came out. I did a stream that said why I won't review this book because it's fucking stupid.
And everyone
went, it's not that strong. It's not that strong.
Stop.
I think I'm proving my fucking point here.
Stop
right.
nerfing Votan. They're not that strong.
I'm going to move on to my Iron Master. Okay. I've got many guns, Joe. I've got so many guns. Okay. So we're going to shoot. Fucking hell, he's got loads of guns, hasn't he? A Graviton rifle. He's equipped with a last beam cutter, an autarch patterned bolt pistol, a plasma torch, and a manipulator arms. Okay, cool. So let's start off with the last beam cutter. It's a 1-shot pistol beam weapon. We're going to shoot into him, and then we'll shoot the bolt pistol into him. Oh, fuck it, we'll shoot everything into him. We'll start off with the Graviton rifle. Hunter 3, hitting on 2s. Hit you 3 times. You've got a grudge token on him, haven't you? Is that what that one is? Yeah. So 6 is an auto wound.
Yeah.
The other 2 are strength 5. So no more wounds, just 1 auto wound at -3.
He's
2
dead.
damage.
Does he explode? I kind of want him to. Oh, why is that exploded?
How many blokes are inside? 10. 5 1s would be nice. I did it for you.
I've already done it once today.
Oh,
1, 2,
it's
3, 4.
exactly 5 1s! Joe, you killed half a unit just getting out.
I know. I know.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm not that sorry. Fucking hell. In the meantime, the E-Champ, he's going to shoot his bolter at the tank in front of him. Actually, I might as well just kill the fucking last few of these guys. I'm fighting for Hunter 4 weapon. Okay, so the E-Champ will now shoot at those 5 guys. Hunter 4 weapon, so 4 shots hitting on 2s. I've hit you all of the times. It's a strength 4 gun, so I wound you on 3s. I've wounded you all of the times. It's AP -1, so 6 up saves. Cool, 4 dead. Yeah. 1 left.
It's such an obnoxious army.
Paddy, he's getting angry.
Oh,
Remember,
by the
Joe,
way,
happy to lose.
I'm so happy. I think it's more of a case that I'm the only one so far that's played against the Votan.
I know
And I've just been relentlessly punched by it for 3 weeks now.
I've not even been spitting on it. Right, there's a unit of guard inside the building.
Yeah.
I did do the medic strap for a CP, Paddy. I don't know if you spent that for me.
I didn't see you'd done that one.
So I'm
sorry.
showing myself I was on 6. You've got me on 7, but I forgot
You're
to
on
tell you
6
out
then.
loud. It's my fault. That got me 3 models back. So
Yeah.
I'm back up to 7 guys in the unit. I'm going to shoot 2 of them at the guardsmen to try and just flatten that unit off, and then I'm going to shoot the other 4 of them plus the railgun at the other Chimera. Okay, so 4 at the Chimera, 2 at the guardsmen, and then the railgun. That's 7 shots. I'm going to spend a CP so that 6 is to hit, do a mortal wound in addition.
Cool.
So into the guardsman. So I spent a CP pad into down to
Another
5, mate. 2 shots into the guardsman. Cool, he's dead.
He's dead.
It's mortal wound. It's gone. Right, cool. The other 4 shots into the Chimera. No mortal wounds. Within 24 inches of high cast, so reroll 1s. So 4 hits.
Yeah.
Strength 5, 5 to wound you. So 2 wounds at -2 because my basic guns are -2.
1 goes through.
2 damage because why wouldn't you have that on a basic weapon? It puts you down to 6 wounds, right?
Down at 8.
Down to 8. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to one-shot you with a railgun by hitting you on a 3. Oh, I hit wounding you on a 3. A wound.
Oh.
It's -4, Joe. Get your saving dice away. D3 plus 3 damage. That's 4 damage.
He's got 4 left.
He's got 4 left, Joe. He can live. He'll be all right. What's inside that? Is there 10 guys inside that one?
Yeah.
Excite. Excite. Got him left.
What's the range on that?
28 inches in my particular conglomerate. I don't think I can see anything actually. I can see the long dong, but we're calling that obscuring.
Yeah.
So I
I've
actually can't
noticed
see
that
anything.
it flicks between obscuring and not obscuring.
It's not. It's still obscuring. It's always been obscuring, Jay. We can make it not obscuring.
No.
No, I didn't think you would. So I can't shoot anything because I've only got 28 inch range, and the
Yeah.
only thing I can hit is him, which I can't see, him, which I can't see, and him, which I can't see because of obscuring terrain. So, charge phase.
Yeah.
Mr. the High Carl
Yeah.
is going to charge that infantry dude.
Okay.
Yeet. He's in. 8 inch charge. The infantry squad is also going to charge that infantry dude. Hui. They'll also make it in 7 inches. 7. This way. Whoop. Just to give the E-champ some protection. Like that. Boop, boop. Boop. Yep, you guessed it. Tag along, dong. Okay. Then, Mr. the E-champ will charge the Chimera. 7. I don't know. Is that enough?
I reckon it's going to be an 8-inch charge.
That's his dice. I've just nudged your tank forward. Let me put him back where he was. There you go. Yeah, he needs an 8-inch charge. I'll spend a CP to re-roll it. Cool, he's in.
He's in.
We get to start playing hammer time with some tanks. Okay. Now, the likelihood of you interrupting me is basically 0.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I'm going to start off with my champion.
Yep.
My High Carl.
Hi, Carl.
2s. Becomes 3s because I'm using a power fist.
6 auto wounds.
6 auto wounds.
Yeah, he's dead because it's -3. Yeah.
It's -3, flat 3 damage. Squished. Cool. We then activate the infantry squad and we pile in this way. Boop. And touch your long dong. There you go. Have some of that. Cool. And then, well, actually, let's offer him some protection, shall we? Mr. the High Carl. Let's not completely leave him out there, and we'll pile him in towards the long dong as well, like that. Sweet. Okay. Then the E-champ. E-champ. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, ready for this. Boop, 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 boop,
All he
boop,
has to do
boop,
is roll
boop,
1
boop,
and
boop.
6.
How many wounds has he got? 4.
4.
So I got a 6.
he's
That
dead.
becomes D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. So he's dead.
He's dead.
Killed him.
Does he explode?
Please don't explode.
No.
If you could roll 4 ones this time, I'd appreciate it.
I imagine I will surpass that. And roll 2.
2 ones? That's not as good, Joe. I was hoping for 4 ones. Paddy, I got my 3 bonus points.
I know. I've got that. You had them a long time ago.
And I have a very sad Joe as well. It fell apart a bit here, Joe, didn't it?
It did.
I left your fancy relic battle cannon alone. So you can play with that one. E-champ staying where he is behind that little piece of terrain there.
Okay.
Nice and hidden as a dwarf.
That is also Is the fact that they can hide behind crates.
Oh, I can hide behind almost anything because I'm a dwarf. Yeah.
Hide behind a small pebble.
You actually, like, I was showing, I can't remember what I was talking to the other day, Brom, I think it was, I was showing him the things I can hide behind on the terrain, and he was like, this is stupid. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, you take a normal Leagues of Votan, and you take a normal grey crate, Paddy, like this one, which your Marines stand behind, and you go, ha ha ha. And Joe was like, this is stupid.
My Basilisk gets to hit back.
You do, yeah.
Oh, missed. There we
Okay, cool. That's the end of my turn. I do get 10 secondary points.
Yeah.
Because I have secured no man's land and I have battlefield supremacy.
Whee!
Whey. In Joe's turn, in his command phase and battle round of the 3, you will get another 7 points.
I will do.
Yeah, because you do hold your home one and one in no man's land.
I do gain a CP, which puts me on 2.
Zwei. I should be on 5.
Got you on 5.
Yeah, good man.
Talk to me secondaries, Joe.
So the first one is defend stronghold. The next one is a tempting target.
Okay. Come and get one of my objectives. Cool. Over there.
Over there. The next one is overwhelming firepower.
Kill 3 things with guns. You could have done that one a few turns ago.
I could have done with that.
Yeah, that would have been really helpful.
So, cool whip. So command phase.
Paddy, you're doing a good job.
Thanks, guys. I only pressed the wrong button like twice.
That's good. Brom and Joe press the wrong button more than twice. They've been doing it for ages. I press the wrong button sometimes.
As long as I don't press the big end stream red button, that's the only button
Yeah,
not to
press
press.
that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it.
Oh, you're moving it again. Just fucking fire it.
What? At nothing. Unless you've got 2 God Spears, they're useless.
I agree.
They're
That's why I had 3. I gave you 1.
I think you go plasma or not at all.
I think you have controlled where Liam can move.
It's made a massive difference. I didn't want to take. I want to push them forward because
Yeah.
they've got last cannon beam weapons, and he's maybe drive backwards. So they have. This is what I said this before.
What's their move?
10 inches. A lot of people go, well, the mortal wound output is stupid. I'm like, that's not why you take them. The threat of the mortal wound output is why you take them. So he is completely controlling where I can go, even with 1. With 2, I legitimately, to the 165? They're 165 points each, right? So for 330 points, which is the same as my land fortress, you can have 2 of them sat at the back behind obscuring terrain, and because you're not firing a gun, you don't care about non-line of sight, all that nonsense, and you just put tokens down. So when we play tested this, we played it into the new knights. Brom ran the new knights, and I ran 2 of these, and I just work out how far his knight can move and where he's probably going to want to go, and put 1 there and 1 on the other side. And be like, well,
Stay still.
you can't go through terrain.
Yeah.
So where are you going to go? He's like, well, I want to go over there. I was like, go on then. He's like, well, I can't because you've got a fucking missile token there.
Boom. Top down.
And
And while we're doing that, we've had 10 gifted
your
memberships.
order,
Oh wow, from
From
who?
David Gaither.
Thank you so much, David.
What
You
an absolute
absolute
guy.
legend.
And unsurprisingly, they've all gone.
Yeah,
So,
you sh-
yeah. Welcome to Mega 9, L Cramps, Jamie Dannett, Air Games, DMR Jr., Stephen Eel, Catastrophic Magpie, good name, Hugh Sands, Christopher Hewlett, and Craig.
Bless
The
you
one, the
for
only
reading.
Craig.
Bless you for reading all the names out.
Absolutely. Welcome, guys. Exclamation mark Discard in the chat.
I stopped doing that ages ago.
I know, I'm new. I'm still keen. I'm fresh.
You are very keen. I'm very impressed in what you've done, considering I literally showed you half an hour beforehand. Because I was like, so, little story. The Guard Codex was originally, the NDA date was originally this Saturday coming. So we originally had me down, I think, to produce today, and Joe down to produce on Thursday, or Luce was down to produce one day as well. Then I think Luce was down to produce today actually originally, me and Joe. Then you were going to come on Thursday. It was me, you, and Joe. And then they emailed us like a week and a half ago. Oh, we've moved the NDA date to this Saturday. I was like, you motherfuckers. So then I was like, well, I want to show the new Guard Codex on the first day that we can.
Yeah.
And since I know it quite well, I also want to be stood here. And I was like, Paddy, do you fancy coming both days and learning how to produce on the first one? He was like, yeah. I was like, sweet, okay. Well, that's a problem sometimes. GW go, here's your NDA date, and you plan loads of stuff. And they go, oh, we're moving it. Oh, cool, good, thanks. You happy-ish? Have you just driven a tank onto terrain?
Well, it's touching the terrain.
Okay.
There you go. So it basically so it means you can shoot out. Right. So I'm gonna shoot So the tank commander just gave himself reroll ones to hit, basically, because there's not much else you can really do at this point. Mainly because I want to kill E-Champ. I'm just going to shoot him until he dies from it. Okay?
Alright.
Right. So this guy here is going to heavy bolter these guys here.
You really need to kill E-Champ as well because you've put me in heroic intervention range of the Basilisk.
I know.
You did this before, Jay.
I know. So, let me roll ones. Oh, I done it wrong. Turret heavy bolter hits. Non-turret heavy bolter.
Yeah.
2 misses, but an
That's
auto
better.
wound.
That's better, isn't it?
And then,
threes.
3s.
Threes? Threes? Who's this into?
This is the heavy bolters from here into the warriors there.
Okay, so
So 4 ups.
first one
Fails.
fails, goes to 0.
Good.
Second one,
Passes.
third one, fails, champion's dead. 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
Champion dies.
And then 6 lasgun shots. Zap, 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 zap. 1 hit. 2 hits, actually, because 4s. 2 wounds. 1 dead.
1 dice.
Nice. Smart.
Yep, that's the one.
Then the basilisk at the back is going to heavy flamer them. And then he's going to drop a shell.
The Basilisk that fell out of combat?
No, the one at the back there.
Oh, okay.
There.
Yeah, okay.
So he's going to drop a shell on this one guy here.
On the, on Mr. the Conversion Beamer.
Mr. the Conversion Beamer.
I don't know when you started the Mr. the thing, but I'm fully involved
And
in
then
that now.
obviously my Master of
absorbed,
Ordnance
right. I'm
will just will give him the reroll ones.
Yeah. The one with the dinner plate in front of him.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the heavy flamer first into the warriors for 4,
Okay.
and then 3s, just the 1. Jesus.
Good.
And then D6 plus 3 onto Mr. the One Man. So 5 plus 3 is 8.
Maths with Jay.
4s, because I can see you, but I get to reroll 1s. Oh.
That's good, isn't it?
2s, because strength 10.
Yes, yes. Strength 10 now.
3. Minus 3 goes to minus 2, which is on your 5s, basically. Oh, unless you're on a crate, so your 2-up save goes to a 4-up.
No, I start on a 3-up,
Yeah.
then go to a 2-up, and minus 3 goes to 5-up. Yeah, 4-up. Cool, nice.
He's dead.
He's been good though, isn't he?
He has been pretty tasty, actually.
I like these conversion beamers now. I wasn't sold them to start with. They've done some damage late now. I'm learning how to use them properly.
And then
And then...
these guys here
Yeah.
are going to shoot everything into them.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah, so we're going to... There's no point overcharging the plasma gun. So, plasma gun first.
Pew, pew, pew.
1 hit.
Pew, pew, pew.
1 wound. On your
Pew, pew,
5-up.
pew. 20 dice.
And then las guns. 5, 6.
7, 8. Root,
8.
Okay.
I need 7 dice, please.
7 more. There you go. You look so confused over
4, 6, 7, 8. Right. 6s are 2 shots, aren't
Yeah,
they?
but also auto wound. So those 2 come out because they auto wound.
Yeah, and then 2 go back in, and then we take out all of these 1s and 2s.
Oh my god, they're petrified guardsmen.
I know. 5s.
I mean, they've done enough.
4 wounds. That is enough to kill
4-up
them.
saves. You do get the unit.
Oh, good times.
They get a grudging token.
A grudging.
It's a grudging.
Then, Mr. the Punisher Lehman Russ will
The other-
shoot everything at Heiko.
This other combat wombat, he gets a he gets a
Combat
grudging as well.
wombat was that?
Combat wombat, yeah. What are you doing now? Taking all my dice again? Get your own.
Well, you've got all of them.
You throw them on the floor, that's why.
You keep on taking them away from
Yeah,
me.
because you keep throwing them on the floor. Stop throwing them on the floor.
Mr. the Punisher will shoot Heiko.
Hi, Carl.
He's not re-rolling ones. Sad times.
But you get some auto wins there, which is good.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4 auto wounds.
Auto win.
And I'm wounding you on
Pew, pew, pew.
3s
You are?
now, which is actually arguably better than it was.
You know what I mean? It's just flat better than it was because it was strength
What's his
5.
armor save?
2 up.
Of course it is. 5 1s, please.
2 ups. I got 1-1, Jay.
Just the 1-1.
I've got 5 weeks left.
Good times. And then,
Heavy bolter. Don't forget your heavy bolter. You always forget your heavy bolter on him.
I know.
You can still do it, Jay.
Oh.
See? You can still do it. You can't.
I can't. Roll a 1.
Good, we're good.
Right. Then Mr. the tank commander is going to shoot everything at each house.
Transhuman.
How many is that then? 1?
Yeah, 1 CP.
So 9 heavy bolter shots.
Oh, that's bad. What did you roll that one for?
Because we roll ones.
Oh, did you have that on, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, when do you not? The 4 doesn't win me because I'm -1 to wound.
Be a bit. How can you be transhuman and -1?
So you're strength 5 and toughness 5. So even a strength 5 weapon would win me on 4s is now -1 to wound, so you win me on 5s.
Okay.
Transhuman is for your big battle cannon, which is just win me on 4s. Okay. So these are -1.
Yeah.
2 ups.
1 damage. Because you.
It is -1 damage, yes, it's 1 damage. I've got 4 left.
Yeah. So D6 plus some. So 5. No.
It's 6 plus, you've got 9 shots.
9 shots. 3.
Okay. This guy's so stupid. He might actually kill him here, but it's taking a whole battle tank to do it.
I don't think I will kill him.
You've voted with it already.
It's kill or your basilisk dies, right?
Oh, yeah.
He.
-1 a wound and transhuman, so it's 4s. So you've hit me 3 times. I've got.
Oh, there's one there.
Oh, there's another one, is there? So I've got 4 wounds left. You do 3 damage. AP -3.
Yeah.
It's -2.
Yeah. 4.
So 4 ups.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 up. 4 up.
Why do you roll 1 at a time?
Because really, if you slow roll, I should decide to make my CP spend now rather than when I know the result of these 2 to make it fairer.
Okay.
So I've taken 3 damage. I've got 1 left.
Yeah.
4 up. So now I have to CP reroll before I know what this result is. It's the fairest way of doing it, and I fail it, so he's going to die anyway.
No.
And if I roll that one, would have been a pass. There you go. So he dies.
And that's you maxed on your bonuses though, Joe.
Happy days.
Look at you.
I think that's it. I might. He's just out. I might charge your High Carl with my squad of guards.
Oh, please do.
How many attacks does High Carl get?
4.
Does he do mortal wounds in combat?
No.
He doesn't.
No.
What does he do?
He's strength 8 -3, 3 damage each.
It doesn't roll over, does it?
No.
I thought you were going to say yes. And no, I would just cry. Right, I'm going to charge you with guardsmen. Hurrah! We're in. We care not for your silly billiness.
So do I overwatch you? Is that a question? Do I do that? I got some guns and stuff and things.
While you're thinking, Nordost44 has gifted a membership, which was picked up by Uncle Fatwig. So thank you very much, Nordost, and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Fatwig.
No,
Right, and
welcome, Mr. Fatwig, and thank you, Mr. Nordost.
and then my commissar's going to charge you. Because he likes to live life dangerously. No, he doesn't.
No, he's more sensible than
I-
you are.
He's like, I think not, good sir.
Forward, soldiers.
I don't think that's worth the overwatch, although I do mortal wounds if I hit you on a 6. I got CP and I.
You've got more than one.
Do I spend the CP to overwatch and do mortal wounds? So if I get
Quality.
lucky,
If you get lucky, how many shots do you get?
3 shots.
If you get lucky, you could kill 6.
Why?
Because you do mortal wounded addition, yeah?
No, in
Oh,
tactical
okay,
sense.
so you could kill 3.
I'm going to overwatch for a laugh. I killed 2 with mortal wounds. That's a good start, Joe. You can fail morale here and run away as well.
Remember, Joe, happy to lose.
Are we, Paddy? Are we happy to lose? All the time.
Okay, cool. That's
Right.
because I've got a Volkite disintegrator. So you disintegrated there. So you got some less attacks now, Joe.
5 Sergeant Chainsword.
Hit me, bitch.
Well,
You didn't really hit me that much.
no.
Wound me, bitch. You wounded me once. Okay.
Roll a 1.
2 up. Cool. I'm going to hit you back. I get 4 attacks.
Yay.
I only hit you twice. Because I missed on 2s, because I got my mass gauntlet, which is subtract 1 from the hit roll.
2s?
2 are murdered.
2 are dead.
I've just picked 2 up and squeezed them to oblivion.
Shaking them by their ankles.
So you have a morale check.
What is the leadership of a commissar?
8, I think. Might be 9.
It might be 9. We hope it's 9. That would be helpful if it is 9. Because then
If it's 9, just don't roll a 6.
it's 8.
So don't roll a 5 or a 6. Cool, you're good.
You're good.
Because you lost 4, right?
Yeah, but with a commissar, you ignore combat attrition. You just automatically pass it.
Okay. But
Which is
still.
quite good, which means the models don't run away, which is nice.
Okay.
We like that.
Is
Got
it
that
your turn,
objective
Joe?
back then. You've robbed that objective.
Yeah, that's what the primary
I mean, for now.
For now. For now's better than not at all.
for now.
For now.
So at the end of my turn, I get overwhelming firepower
You do.
because I killed 3
You
things. for
overwhelm me
5.
with firepower.
I don't get a tempting target.
You don't.
I'm going to bum that off. But I will keep defend stronghold.
So you got 5 this turn. It's not too far
What was
away
that?
from you.
What was that noise for?
Okay. That's 1 unit, right?
That's 1 unit, yes.
Okay.
Why?
Just asking, Joe. There's no real reason. I'm just asking.
I'm not going to... are you saying that you're going to be able to shoot my flag?
No. I didn't say anything, have I? I haven't said a word, Joe.
He just pointed at something and laughed, which is never a good sign.
Yeah.
Liam,
Yes, sir.
7 points?
7. Yes.
7 solid points and a CP for you.
Oh. You're doing all right here, Joe. Some cards. I
please.
chucked Investigate Site because I don't like doing actions, and I'm glad I did because you killed the infantry unit I would have been able to do it with. I have a tempting target. I don't really care for that.
I don't care for this.
Overwhelming firepower. Could have done that a few turns ago. Blood and guts. Kill 3 things in melee.
Potential.
It's not really. Do I chuck one of those away, Paddy? How many CP? I'm up to 3 CP
You got
now.
3.
Let's.
Party. Oh.
You so tempting target's that one. I'm going to throw tempting target away for my free CP,
Yeah.
and I'm going to pull storm hostile objective. Oh. So get that one off you, basically. Okay, that's more achievable, I guess. Cool. Okay, let's do some stuff and some things, Jay.
Yep.
Talk to chat. The amazing people that are gifting all the memberships.
So we have a super chat from Hamper92 who says, Votan really grinds my gears. But on a lighter note, how are you guys?
Fantastic.
Good. I am loving the new Guard Codex. I said to Liam, like, it's weird because I've played the Guard twice now, but the only army I feel like I've played in the last 3 weeks is against Votan. So it kind of skews my perspective on how well things do.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of reroll 1s in my army, or rerolls to wound, which are just gone.
Joe needed a lesson to be taught.
What was that?
Paddy, he needed a lesson to be taught to himself because he was getting all cocky with his Tyranids and stuff and his 74 Black Legion Terminators. So we had to teach him a lesson, which we've done.
Does that mean you're going to stop running Votan now?
Was the lesson play Votan?
I mean, they're all right. I don't hate playing them. They're okay. I'm half enjoying playing them only because they're easy. For streaming, it's easy to talk to chat, etc. But I don't love it. Like, I said this to you, I said this to you earlier off camera. It's made me want to get back on the Eldar train.
Yeah.
Because Eldar has always been one of those armies where if you don't do things well with them, you just flat get punished.
Yeah.
And you lose units. This is very forgiving, as people have seen. And there's a couple of times where one different dice roll, each amp's alive, and then at this point that basilisk's dead. Right? Because he would just go, Hurricane Intervene, off you go. Because that's what he does. So,
but like, there's so much ignore damage in your army, and I think the turning off rerolls and turning off damage, such as rerolls to wound, is
big.
Is big.
Speaking of ignoring damage,
Yeah.
I think you just picked up the Carl's wound dice by accident.
yeah,
Oh.
he's got 5
Yeah,
left.
good spot, BH. There
He's
he
got
is.
5 left.
What did you call him?
BH.
Oh, I thought you were calling him something else.
No, absolutely not.
Biatch.
Yeah.
I read what is in front of me, Joe.
Yeah.
I would like to see my obnoxious. I see it every day.
Yeah.
Not much to write home about.
Yeah.
I would like to see my obnoxious Thousand Suns list into Votan.
So actually, interestingly, I think it's one of the hardest counters because we don't really have much in the way of feel no pain survival or protection.
We haven't run the NIDs into them yet either.
We haven't run an instance, and that's correct.
But we don't want Joe to get back on that winning streak again.
Yeah. They don't like Joe having fun. And if you win, we still won't make it fun.
Captain Mannerings has gifted another membership to Florian Vegler. So welcome.
What a bowler.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of chat in the chat. A lot of talk in the chat about Tau, specifically what types of things to bring. Is 18 Crisis too much? And if not, is 3 Ghost Kills too much? Ready for my for the game against you on Thursday. And I've said, just to disappoint everyone, I don't have 18 crisis suits, so it is
You
too
only got
much.
6 though, haven't you?
I've got 9,
9.
which is probably enough. But otherwise, I'm very good, thank you, Hamper. It's nice to be back after my period away doing very, very little of this. Got back, some hobbying. I promise, Pip and Wee Man, I will be painting some more Tau eventually. I've got some other stuff on the painting station at the moment.
More Crisis.
Not more Crisis,
Okay.
something else first. Maybe some Kroot or some Hammerheads. Because I have been hammered every time I've come here to paint Kroot and Hammerheads, and I promise I will do it eventually.
Hammerheads are brilliant.
They are cool.
You're
are
just
very
giving
cool.
me something to shoot my miss out.
No, I want to shoot his last cannon over here and hit both of these units, and I'm going to sacrifice that. But he has got 5 guys inside and just get out on the objective. So
There's a strong chance Joe rolls a 1.
there's a ridiculously strong chance
That
Joe
is
rolls a
my
one.
big- that is
Way
my-
more than 1 in 6.
That is my biggest worry with that thing, is that it literally spends the whole game being scary and then does nothing.
But it's done its job by being scary all game.
Where's that guy going?
Over this window.
Jarl Grimnar's gifted a membership, which was picked up for BH, which was a reward for spotting Joe
Is he
doing
just
some
a
wound
unit
ignoring.
on his own now?
No, I'm moving more models, Joe.
You
Don't
just,
you
you
worry.
just left the unit. He's just wandered off.
Liam, one you're like here. Armholio says he's got a mad idea of doing Eldar in the style of the Atlanteans from Aquaman.
Love it. Do it.
That
Yes.
would be cool.
Yes, and more yes.
There's some Sigmar conversions to be done there, isn't there?
Yes, and some
Oh,
more
with the
yes. That
Iden
sounds
F.
incredible.
Say again.
There's Idenef,
Yes.
the Deepkin.
So, grudge or grudging. It's time for some grudgings that we were doing a minute ago.
What
that I was
came
thinking
out
about.
first? Aquaman or the Deepkin?
I think like the idea of Aquaman probably first, but I don't know about the current movie.
Because if you watch, because like the Atlanteans from there all ride the exact same things that
do fish,
the fish, the fish, the sharks, the eel things, the
the
seahorses.
Loch Ness monsters. I don't know. That's a good point though.
Yeah.
Someone,
We're good, Joe.
Although I'm pretty sure the Aquaman movie is just Avatar underwater.
Joe, we're good. Are you ready? Gonna do some shustings.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, ready for this? Boo, 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 boo. Okay, we're going to start off with this Chumbawamba here. He's going to shoot his last Canon into said Basilisk,
Yeah.
and his bolt is into the front gun.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah.
I should talk about some command phase stuff, actually. So Haikal made himself reroll everything, because I want to punch you in the face. And we gave out some grudge tokens. So this unit gained another grudge token because they're in range of an objective marker. I put a grudge token on this relic battle cannon, and I upped the grudge token on this basilisk to 2.
Nice.
Because that's what Haikal could see. Haikal.
Okay.
So we're going to do some shooting. So we're going to do that last cannon first. Into the back basilisk. 2 hits.
2 hits.
So that's 2 hits on the basilisk, 2 hits on the Lehman Russ. And these aren't eligible because they're in combat. So don't hit them. That's how I interpret it
Yeah.
anyway.
They're
Right?
not eligible target.
3s on the long dong, 2 wounds. -3, 6s. Oh, what a dick. D6 damage. Just a 4.
How many wounds is it currently taken?
None, it looks like.
None. So it's got 7.
And then 2 on the Lehman Russ. 1 wound. -3, so you got 5 up save on the Russ. Very good. Okay, cool. And then the bolt is into the into Rusky. Dagger, 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 dagger. So 2 auto wounds, which I forgot actually when I rolled the last of dice. And then 5 because I'm strength 6. Another one. Oh no, just the 3 actually. Minus something and something.
-1.
I think it's -1, 2, but I need
I
to
imagine
check.
everything that's in your army is -2.
Everything in arm is -2, 2, apart from perhaps this gun, which is why I'm just checking. Sagittar. Twin bolt cannon, -2, 2. It is -2, 2.
Into the basilisk, yeah?
Into the Lehman Russ.
Oh.
4 ups. Let's take another 2 damage on the Lehman Russ.
So he is now taken 2 damage.
Cool.
So, he's not taking, so he is on
Some damage.
11.
Cool, okay. There and then we're going to do a rinse and repeat from the other Sagittar.
Yeah.
And we are going to spend my command point, not spend a command point, make it free, for my beam weapon do more wounds when I hit you. So we're going to shoot at the Basilisk.
At the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 shots. Hit you both times, 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Which means I hit the Basilisk, the Lehman Russ, and the Basilisk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silly, isn't
It's
it?
so dumb.
So the I love beam weapons!
They're so...
Who thought last cannons are all right, but they'd
what-
be better if they hit everything that they shot at?
Yeah.
So the fact that at the back, 3s. So you take another -3. So you've lost 2, you've got 5 wounds left. You failed your save. I'll just roll a 5 on the damage like that.
Oh,
and
he's
dice.
dead. Does he explode?
Please do. No. Okay. 2 on the Lehman Russ with 11 wounds left. 3 ups. I wound you both the times. 5 up saves. It's very rude of you. D6 damage. Just a 6. Yep, there you go. So he's down to 5 left. And then 2 on the Basilisk in between. I didn't actually wound that one. Look. You're all good. You're safe. Bolt cannons into the Lehman Russ. 6 auto wounds. That's a miss. These 4 hits. And I need 5s. So 1 more. So 2 and -2, 2 damage on the Russ. Please, sir. Pretty please.
2.
Yeah.
4s.
You're good.
There we go.
So he's only got 5 wounds left.
He's only got 5 from 2 transports. 2 transports killed a basilisk and knocked a full wound Lehman Russ down to 5 wounds.
So now I'll shoot the rail cannon here
Yeah.
into the Lehman Russ, and I'll shoot all of the infantry into the basilisk. Now
Yeah.
the Iron Master before he moved gave them +1 to hit
Okay.
because he could pick a core unit. So I hit you on 2s with the rail gun. Hit you.
Auto wounds.
It auto wounds. It does auto wound. It's -4.
Goes
Cool.
through.
D3 +3 damage.
Oh,
Just
he's
6
dead.
damage.
Does he explode?
The Votan are coming alive now, Joe. 7 of the other weapons.
Right, he's staying over there.
2s. Rerolled 1s because I'm in 24 inches of high car. Hi, Carl. Cool. And then 5s on the Basilisk because I'm strength 5. So 1 on the Basilisk, please. -2, 2 damage. Because that's what basic troops get. Cool.
Oh, take 2.
Basilisk takes 2 wounds.
Down to 7.
7.
No, he's taken. Is he taking any at all?
I don't think so.
So he's
Not
down.
aware of. He
he's
might have
down-
done.
No, he's down to 9 then if he's not taking any.
Because I just tagged you in combat, didn't I? I didn't actually fight you, so yeah, you're good. You're safe. You're sound. And then over here, we've got a rail cannon in the window. Shoot your Basilisk. 3s. Hits. 3s. Wounds. -4.
Oh, no, get saved.
D3 +3. 5 damage. He's down. He's down. He's down to 4.
He's down to 5 off of 9. Yeah, down to 4.
Yeston Jones says Liam has entered full gamey prick mode.
Right, so dead Basilisk, dead Lehman Russ, Basilisk with 4 wounds left from full, from 2 transports and 2 infantrymen.
He's just been toying with you, hasn't he?
I'm not done yet. I've got Mr. My Iron Master. He's going to shoot the Basilisk with his Graviton rifle.
Yeah.
Hunter 3. So hit you all the times.
Yeah.
Wounded you once. It's -3.
Goes through.
3 damage.
3 damage. He's got
Yeah.
1 wound left.
Then we've got the last beam cutter. Pistol 1. Hits. The last beam cutter is on the iron consistency. Yeah, it does hit. It is strength 6 or 5s. Doesn't wound you. And then we have the bolt pattern pistol thing. This is hitting you with 4. I miss. Okay. I don't actually get to kill you with more shooting.
Oh, no.
How many things have I killed in shooting then? Lots.
I've got you down for 2 at the moment.
2.
Fuck!
Tanks.
I need 1 more thing to die in shooting, Joe!
I'm so sorry.
Ah!
I'm so sorry that only 300 points of your army just knocked out.
Oh, you're ruining my life here, man. You're fucking making this game boring. Right, anyway. So into the charge phase, Iron Master charges Long Dong.
I'm in Overwatch, wherever it's worth.
Yeah, you got a Flamer. You
Yeah,
might as
got
well.
Flamer. So, the Flamer, D6 shots for 2. Brilliant. Right. 2 wounds at -1.
Okay, hang on.
I bet your little robot helpers have got 2 wounds each.
They're like super drones. 2 up and vulnerable save, I heard.
So, ECOG, what did you do? 2 wounds?
2 wounds, -1, which you ignore because madness.
Yeah, I actually do get Void Armor on them as well. That's interesting. So 4+ saves. I got 3 ECOGs. 4+ saves. Cool, both pass.
Alright, the
Long Dong.
The Long Dong. 5 shots. 1 auto wound. Oh, I killed one.
You killed an ECOG.
Ooh. I'll take off the one with the little peachy.
I just see if I can heal myself. That'd be interesting. No,
I don't think you
vehicle.
don't think you could put models back in, but
No.
you can.
Do you know, we've had people that have come onto this channel that apparently fancy themselves as pretty good at 40k, saying that Votan aren't broken. Anyway, we're going to move it. So we've charged you over there with a Long Dong, so I have to fight you first there.
Yeah.
And then your guardsmen get to try and scratch 5 wounds off of me, which you can do. You've got 6 attacks.
I get. Oh.
I believe, mate. I believe.
I believe. So we'll start off with the Iron Master's Thunder Hammer, not Thunder Hammer, right? He has a Graviton Hammer.
A gravity hammer.
What the fuck? Okay, so it's got a gravity hammer,
Isn't that from
right?
Halo?
It's got 3 attacks. It's a graviton hammer, but you know, they'd never copy other people's IP, Paddy.
Yeah. They won't copy other people's IP with the Fallout army.
It's okay. I only hit you on 3s. Hit you twice.
Ooh.
Right. Strength 8, because times 2. 3s. Now you're good here because it's only -2, so just roll 2 5-ups.
Hey.
Okay, right. Otherwise, that would have been 3 damage each. So we're going to move into the
Little robots.
the last beam, not the last beam cutter, the manipulator arms, and we've got the plasma torch. Okay, plasma torch on an ECOG. Is that on an ECOG? One ECOG is plasma torch. Okay, right. Okay, so they have 1 attack. It's not a hit. But the Ironkin assistant,
It hits on 2.
the Ironkin assistant has 4 attacks. How many wounds has this thing got left?
Just the 1.
And he hits on 3s.
Oh, 1
Not
hit.
gone well, this one. And his strength is 4.
So a 5.
No, okay.
There we go.
So you live. Cool, but so do I.
My
You get to go on, scratch me, guardsman. Scratch me, guardsman. Scratch me, guardsman.
Oh. 4 hits. I can't kill you.
No,
Sad
yeah,
times.
it's okay.
1 wound.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Lol.
Alright.
Four.
I'm going to spend the command point.
What for?
Down to 0. Transhuman.
2s. Which become 3s by reroll because I made myself reroll everything. Oh. Yeah, that's right. And then 4s. And he can do that because he's Acadians.
Yeah.
Cool. Punch 1 in the face.
1 dead because it's -3. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just one's just
Yeah.
been punched across the table. Whee!
Cool.
Dead.
That was an interesting spend of a CP, Joe.
Why? But it means I hold that objective now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's all about. What did you score him?
No. Well, I got 2 bonus points from just blowing tanks up.
Got that, don't you worry.
I didn't get overwhelming firepower because I need 1 more unit to die in shooting, which I think I can comfortably do in the next turn.
Yep.
Lol. I didn't get blood and guts because I killed nothing in melee, and I'll probably chuck that one away now because I don't fancy giving that one a go now. Most things are miles away. Storm hostile objective is probably achievable in the next turn. So
I
Got
do.
nothing this turn then.
I get 5 points though for defend strongholds.
just bonus points, Paddy. We're trying to keep them in this.
I can't even see what your score is.
63. It's good. You're good. Joe gets 7 primary.
Does indeed. He gets a command point.
What are you getting, Joe?
I'm getting hold the limes.
So keep me more than 6 inches away from your deployment zone.
Yeah. Storm hostile objective.
Take an objective off of me.
Blood.
This has not been kind to you either, is it?
Good lord.
So get more than 6 inches away from your deployment zone is kill the Iron Master and High Carl. That's not nice. Storm hostile objective is take the centre by killing High Carl, which you can do, but you'd have to fall back out of combat and then hammer him with a Punisher and hope that he dies. And then what's the other one? Blood and Guts. Kill things in the melee is
We'll spend my only CP to get rid of blood and guts for deploy teleport home.
do an action in my deployment zone.
Oh,
It's gone well.
brilliant. I see. Right, I get to fire. I'm going to fire the missile. Pew! Onto him.
Please don't roll a 1, Joe.
Roll a 1.
Please don't roll a 1. You roll a 1! I said please. I said please.
Yeah, but you said it too many times. So that is a bag of shit. Right.
I even gave you something to hit with the missile.
Sorry to everyone who's dialed in to see what the big old Doom missile can do. It does
Fuck
nothing.
all, apparently.
He's better. So I'm gonna revisit there. He's better when you don't fire it, and it's just a threat.
Yeah.
The threat is worth more than firing.
Oh dear. Right. While Joe's moving, we've got a bunch of super chats backed up.
Hit it.
So James Hobbs, pretty good idea this one, I think. Beam weapons should start at the first unit, and if they fail a save, it carries on to the next, and so on. So only if it goes through and does damage to a unit does it hit the stuff behind it. I quite like that.
Yeah, I like the principle of it.
Yeah.
But then I think that there are other things you can do as well. So that one is maybe. So I like the idea, James. To be clear, I like the concept. I'm not criticising what you've just said. However, maybe slows it down slightly. So you could do something different. You could keep the rule as it is for hitting, but then the further they're away, it does less damage or it's less strength. So you -1 strength for every unit it goes through or something like that, right? Because at the moment, the problem you've got is my strength 9 last cannon beam weapons there, for example, that I just fired, hit a basilisk through 3 other tanks and still hit it at strength 9 -3 d6 damage. So maybe if I'm going through 2 other tanks, it goes down to strength 7.
Minus the strength,
-1,
minus the
minus,
damage,
minus 1
minus
AP each time. I'm going to go, do I want to do that?
Because it still allows you to shoot with full profile at whatever you're hitting, and the rest is just nice to have, right?
So I think there's things they can do with beam weapons. The thing is, the problem I have at the moment with it is that I don't see them actually changing beam weapons. They'll just make them more expensive because they really don't like messing around with data sheets.
Yeah.
So they can remove and add keywords. They're okay to do that. They can change CP for stratagems, and if they really, really need to, they can tweak the wording. They don't like messing around with data sheets. So I don't think we'll see them changing beam weapons. It's just such a massive change to a codex. They will have not been happy. I can guarantee you. I don't even have to go. I can tell you they're not happy if they have to go. Actually, this rule that we've got for grudge tokens that says it always counts as a 6. They wouldn't have liked changing that.
No.
If they can manipulate points, CP cost, or keywords, that will always be their go-to because it's just easier to apply. It's much easier to apply it as a rule.
Will Stewart, here's a bit of a joke. Super chatted. What's the opposite of Christopher Walken? Christopher Reeves.
Oh God.
Right.
So good on so many levels.
Crisis says, I've got my ticket to the Great Hall Gathering. Now I'm very excited, but not been to a 40k event before. Will there be any games for new players?
Yes.
And look forward to meeting us all here, all there.
We've got people like this man who will be there, who will happily teach people any new game as well.
But not with his nids.
Not with his nids, no. I say likely. I'm not saying Joe will teach you. I'm just saying there's plenty of people there that will quite happily give you your first game, teach you, show you the ropes. It's 100%. It's for everybody.
Yeah. I'll bring a nice thematic chaos list.
30 Terminators. And finally, Hamper92, what to get? The new Guard box or the 1000 Suns, the 1000 Suns box set? Personally, I know what I'd get.
Guard box.
1000 Suns every time.
Guard box. Using my element link.
Yeah.
Or use the 1000. Get the 1000 Suns one using.
The guard. Right. So I have 1000 Suns and I have Guard. I love both armies. The Guard box is, Joe will tell you, the box itself is nice, isn't it? They've done an incredible, like you get this like I opened the box up when I received it, and all I had was the top spine of the box that just in big capital letters says Cadia Stands. I was like, oh, goosebumps. You pull it out, it's got beautiful cover work. You slide it out, it's got a great big flag on it, like a great big standard. It's just amazing.
Plus, you get that fancy book, which is way
Very
more pretty
pretty.
than...
And the model range inside the box, you get 20 Cadians, you get 2 field ordnance batteries and a new Sentinel, plus a command squad, and they're all stunningly beautiful. Yeah. Having built all but the Sentinel, I still got 10 more Cadians to build and another field battery to build. Having built all but the Sentinel, they're very, very pretty models. Tell you where I fit. How are you feeling, Jay?
Brilliant. He's issued Get Back in the Fight.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the Chimera, and he's going to shoot that.
Okay.
So turret heavy bolters first. 2 hits.
Yep.
Non-turret heavy bolters.
That's
1
good,
or
isn't
2
it?
wound. And then toughness 5. No, toughness 6.
7.
You won't be toughness 7. I mean, it's probably toughness 8.
Toughness 7.
5s. All right then. 4.
-1.
-1. So
minus nothing.
3 ups.
2 ups. No, I'm joking. 3 ups. Take 2 wounds, or 4 left.
Down to 4. And then 6 lasgun shots.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh.
You hit me 4 times with your 7 dice.
6s.
No, nothing. Niente, nothing, nada.
All right.
Overcharged plasma gun.
I'm going to shoot the overcharged plasma gun into him.
Transhuman. 1 CP.
And then the lasgun into them. Overcharged plasma gun.
He lives.
He lives and he wounds you.
He does. Save.
Sorry,
Right.
right. 4 lasgun shots into the Tonka. 2 hits. 1 wound.
We take it. You killed me. You scratched me with a lasgun. You scorched my paint, sir. How dare you, Joe? These transports haven't even done anything.
I can't believe he's still there, to be honest.
Yeah, well,
He really shouldn't
I
be.
gave you a target for your missile that I was quite happy for you to kill.
Yeah. And then it fucked it. Right. Mr. the Punisher is going to put everything into High Cull because he basically has to die. Well, that'll probably just kill everything on the table anyway.
It almost definitely will, yeah.
So, and I'll put the heavy bolters into the Tonka. Heavy bolters into the Tonka. 1 hit. Good times. No wounds. Right.
Probably should have put them into high car.
They wouldn't have wounded him because you're transhuman.
I'm still with me on 4s. You're with me on 4s anyway.
Oh,
with
three.
heavy bolter. Oh, okay.
10, 5. Stop stealing all the dice. 5, please.
My hand's clammy.
3s.
Are you nervous?
I mean, it's just a struggle. Just every day.
Being around me.
Yeah.
4s! Roll well, Joe. I got your back here. Come on. You can do it. You can kill him.
I can't, not with that roll.
-1, right?
Yeah, so 2s.
2 ups. I like that. I like that relic. That relic's good.
Say number 10.
Did you score anything, Joe?
No.
Cool.
He's getting upset now.
I'm going to sack off all my cards.
You didn't get any bonus, did you, Joe?
No.
I assumed you moved more than 3 inches away over there.
Yes.
Cool, okay. So, I already have overwhelming firepower and storm hostile objective.
What have you scored on your second?
7, I guess. For your primaries?
Yeah, 7 for my primary. I'm going to score hold the line. Nothing within 6 inches of my deployment zone. I mean, that's achievable. It's either your turn, though.
Which ones did you get rid of?
Still got overwhelming firepower. Still got storm hostile objective, and now I've got hold the line, Paddy sir.
Got it.
And they look like ta-da!
that one.
Look at that. Hold the line, overwhelming firepower, storm hostile objective. So overwhelming firepower, I've already got 2 units on. I've got to kill 1 more with shooting. Storm a hostile objective. I've got to charge onto an objective that Joe currently holds. And hold the line. I've basically done it. I need to kill those guardsmen and probably the long dong, which is easy, really, isn't it?
It was quite easily done.
You've still got internet.
Yeah, why?
We don't have any internet in the house.
Oh.
How do I reset the hub without...
You don't.
turning you off?
You don't reset the hub without telling us off. You wait 15-20 minutes until the stream's done.
Okay, so I guess I'll read a book then.
You've got a phone?
No, that's not working.
Well, what do you mean it's not working?
It's not working.
You've got 4G.
Yeah,
That's not on the
that's
internet.
I can't get the internet on my phone.
Right, okay. Man will come and fix it soon.
Right, I'm going to go and read then.
All right, then.
I didn't know you could.
That's
Right.
the first swear word all night.
Okay. Are you ready for this, Joe? You are ready for this? Boo, 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 boo. Are you actually ready for this? Boo, 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 boo. Right.
Yeah, all the little lights are on.
So, I'm going to do some... It's a grudging time. All right, so... They can go up to 3, just because
That's fun.
they're on an objective. Why not? Right? He can have a grudge token, and he can have a grudge token. So he can go up to 1, like that, and he can go up to 1,
Yeah.
like that, from High Carl. Hi, Carl. Oh, I could just go punch the commissar in the face as well. How many wounds has he got? 4.
4.
Oh, I've only got a flat 3 damage fist. I used to take a different warlord trait, which made me flat 4 damage. That would have been hilarious. Bonk, like that. Anywho. Right, let's go do some moving. Out my way. How's chat?
Chat are doing well. People have now quoted you as Joe's doing lessons at the Great Hall Gathering.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
That's been said.
Wow.
I dig it. I'm up for it.
I feel like this is I'm just going to be quite busy.
One-on-one lessons with everyone who comes.
Yeah.
How to win / or lose, depending which list.
I don't
you
know
take.
why. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. It's pointless.
Just kill stuff.
I think we
It's
could
turn
probably
5.
call it at this point.
I think we
now.
probably can call. I'm going to do some shooting, and then we'll probably just call it. We've just do some card drawing. So these 5 cheeky chappies here, just get out here on this objective. That's my storm hostile
I thought you
objective,
got
right?
everyone out.
No, I still have 5 left in the transport. I've still got more models to get out. So they're just going to get out there and storm a hostile objective.
Yeah.
Okay. They're going to shoot everything into the guardsmen.
Oh, I'll take those off.
They will die because I only have to. I've got 5 shots. That's 4 auto. There's 2 auto wounds and 2 hits with a reroll, which misses, and then I wound you on 3s. Yeah, you'd be dead. So that's my overwhelming firepower for 5 points, Paddy. And I've stormed a hostile objective for another 5 points, Paddy.
Got it.
And hold the line. Just got to kill the long dong.
Yeah.
So I've got a rail rifle. Hits.
It's dead.
And wounds. Dead. That blows up. And then we've got...
No.
And then we've got some beam weapons here to shoot into this tank. So this first one, who can hit the commissar as well.
Yeah.
So 2 shots into the tank. Hits you twice. And hits the commissar twice. Tank 3s. 1 wound.
Go through.
Suffers D6 for 4. Commissar takes 2 wounds.
5s. 1 goes through.
D6 wounds. Oop.
Dead.
6. He's dead.
So is that you max now on everything?
Killed units. I've still got to kill this tank. So he's taken how many so far? 4.
He just took 4, so he's on 9 at the moment.
Other last cannon. 1 hits. Doesn't wound. Cool.
So I think you've killed a basilisk, a guard squad, and a commissar for 3, and you've got all of your secondaries.
I have all of
So
my
I mean
secondaries.
that is that. Cool. We've had a super chat from James Hobbs who says, "Super chat, Deathstrike missile gets another chance to hit."
Not chat phase.
Not Knap pays yet. Sorry, James.
Joe gets some fresh cards. I'll draw them from him because he's looking sad and angry. He gets behind enemy lines.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Area denial. And no retreat, no surrender galaxy quest. So you can have 5 points there.
Well, that's fun.
I can't find Galaxy Quest in there, but I found no retreat,
This
no
is turn
surrender.
5, isn't it?
Yeah,
This is turn 5.
Please let it be turn 5.
it's turn 5.
So you will get 7 points for holding objectives, and you'll get 5 points for no retreat, no surrender galaxy quest, and there's nothing else you can bother doing.
I mean, I might kill 2 units at most.
So yeah, you can try and get some bonus points here if you
Which
would like
puts me
to.
at 76.
6. Yeah.
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 Yeah. What are you on? 100.
88.
Do you score at the end?
No,
you
it's
do.
your.
No, can you still score points at the end of the game?
No.
He's max now.
It's as many as I'm going to get.
So I'll put the Punisher. I'll put him into them.
Yeah, cool.
So
Come at me, brah.
turret heavy bolter. A hit and a wound.
2 wounds.
So 4s.
2
Two
right.
dead. And then non-turret heavy bolter. Oh,
That's all right there.
2.
Both good.
Lasgunnery. 1 wound.
It's
4.
a 2.
And
One's
then
dead.
Fucking
hell, I'm trying to, Joe. Come on.
the Punisher will shoot its heavy bolter into that, and the heavy bolter's into them, and the Gatler into them.
Okay.
Into that. So heavy bolter into the 2 dudes. 2 water wounds. Well, that one's dead, and then 20 shots into 10. Have some dice, please. You keep stealing them all. And
How many do you need?
10. Ooh,
That's better, isn't it?
that's much better. I mean,
Much better. Much better.
if he'd done that 3 turns ago,
Yeah, it'd be much more helpful, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, just in future, when you play guard, especially against Votan,
just roll 6s.
just roll better.
Just roll 6s.
Well,
5s.
Yeah, because you're strength 6, right?
Why aren't those things tough as 6?
AP 1 is AP nothing.
Yeah,
So 3 go 3.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Unless you see people.
No.
So is
Does he
that's
explode?
1 bonus point for Joe.
1 so far. Does he explode? No.
Ah,
1 bonus point for Joe.
And that is it.
one
I could
bonus
fail
point for
morale.
Joe.
But I don't get a bonus point for that if you fail, do you?
Does he have to kill you?
I have to kill you.
I think maybe I would have given you the bonus point, but I also had 2 CP.
And also, it's not going to make you win.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So, at the end of Das game, end of Battle Round 5, Joe also gets his 7 points in his primary. Have you put that on already? Cool.
Got it.
So, at the end of Das game, it's Astra Militarum, with actually considering the obnoxious abuse you've taken in 2 to 3 turns of firepower, a respectful 75 points. A respectable, sorry, 75 points. That's actually really good.
Yeah.
So, what did he get on his total primary, Pad?
So, total primary, 35 points.
Which, for this mission, considering you only get 5 if you get in your opponents, is actually really good.
And you only got 38, so he's not that far behind you at
Yeah,
all.
it's a 3-point difference, basically, on killed units. And secondary,
30
obviously,
points.
was 30 points.
Yeah.
So not bad
Hang
at
on.
all.
Yeah, and 10 for painted, okay.
Yeah.
So you only got 15 less on, and you had a turn of doing nothing twice on secondary. So you did really well, considering. What's interesting is, with Astra Militarum, certain units can trade better now than they ever used to. So Vanquishers, I do think, have a place now.
So much better.
I still, and I know you don't have any of them in the list, I really, really rate standard battle cannons. So standard battle cannon now has changed to D6 plus 3 shots, much like the basilisks.
Yeah.
But they get a turret weapon for hitting on 3s. They're strength 8 minus 2, flat 3 damage now.
I'm thinking about replacing both basilisks with Lehman Russ.
2 standard Lehman Russes.
Yeah.
I just think you get more out of them now. And now you've got a 10-inch move, or
Yeah.
if you want to, your 12-inch move. You get a 10-inch move, you can still fire that battle cannon, you can get tagged in combat, you can push forward, you don't care about getting tagged in combat, still shoot out of combat.
Yeah.
I just think they just offer so much more now than anything else in that heavy support slot right
They
now.
are much tankier, if you excuse the
Yeah.
pun.
The Vortex missile, not the Vortex, the Godspear missile, it's good at controlling your opponent if they're slow.
Yeah, so there's a gamble.
If they're fast, if they've got a 6-inch or more movement, they're just a bit meh.
Like I said already, I personally believe, and I said this when Brom will back me up on this. I said this when we play tested it.
Yeah.
I said to him, the threat of the mortal wounds is more frightening than the actual mortal wounds themselves.
Yeah.
Because the mortal wounds themselves, even if you take the middle result, which is 12 mortal wounds, we've now got units out there. The Land Fortress, the Hammerhead, the Vanquisher, that can do 12 damage.
Yeah.
We're less frightened of those things than we are of this obnoxious amount of mortal wounds. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's an aura and it can hit
Yeah.
more than one unit.
Pete-
But that threat is enough normally for me to go, I don't want to take the risk.
That thing is the same points as a Warglaive,
Okay.
an Armiger Warglaive. I'd probably say the Warglaive is 10 times better.
Do you reckon?
See, I'd go the other way. I'd say I'd much rather have that ability to control it. With a tank order, a little bit of move blocking like you did halfway through that game, you can really sort of multiply it and
I also think as well, I know I'm conscious of the fact that you've got limited heavy support slots, and it's probably one of the best sections of the Guard Codex. 2 of them, 3 is too many points for me, far too many points to sink into it, and I'm glad they didn't come out at the first points I saw them at, but when they were 125 points. But 165 points for 1 is okay. 330 points for 2, and having that level of manipulation in my deployment zone from here, I really rate. Personally, I really rate.
They are really, yeah.
it
You
is a
don't take them to kill anything.
I think it's a real shame that you can't use it to properly shut down an objective.
You can with 3.
With 3, it's a shame that 1 can't just be used to basically deny a single objective from your opponent.
I'm glad it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because I think with if you were going to do that, because you actually, that's a lie. You can completely shut down an objective from an opponent. Take a plasma one.
Yeah.
Because a plasma is D6. No, sorry, 6 plus D3 inches as a radius.
Yeah.
So you've got a minimum 14-inch blast template with the plasma one, right? Which can be up to 18-inch.
Yeah.
So that can shut down an objective, a home objective, and that does 1 is nothing as usual, and then it goes to D3 plus 1 mortal wounds, then 2 D3 mortal wounds, and D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. I mean, that's still not
That's
to be
nice.
sniffed at.
Yeah.
No.
If you've got lots of units around an objective, or lots of units anywhere, you could just drop that in and go. I mean, in this particular matchup, I would argue the plasma may have been better.
Yeah.
Because I can't get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
And what you then have is the opportunity to potentially hit more than 1 or 2 targets. You can hit 5 or 6 targets,
Yeah.
and even if you're just doing D3 plus 1, D3, and you do say the average of 3 more wins, 3 more wins, 3 more wins, 3 more, you do that with 1,000 times. How valuable is 3 more wins, 3 more wins, 3 more wins?
yeah.
It's very valuable. So there's a lot of hype around these death strikes. I think you'll see 2 at tournaments quite frequently. Having said that, like I said, the heavy support slot is very contested. You could swap 2 of them out for 2, nearly 3 Lehman Russes. No, 2. 150 each, 155 each. So 2 Lehman Russes for the same price.
Or the slots for 6.
There's
Can you put them in squadrons, Lehman
No,
Russes?
go do
so
singles.
Lehman Russes go in squadrons.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nothing else can. So 3 heavy support choices. You can take 9 Lehman Russes. It's the only thing you can do that with now. So you, with Joe for example, his army right now, he could drop the Death Strike and both Basilisks and for the same points and have a couple spare, put 3 more Russes in with standard battle cannons. 72-inch range, like I said, a D6 plus 3, strength 8 minus 2, and
if I drop 1 basilisk, I go from a spearhead to just a flat single battalion.
Yeah.
Right? And then I replace that 1 basilisk with either 3 sentinels with las cannons, right? Or an infantry squad and a chimera.
We should probably talk about the Sentinels a little bit because we didn't show them off tonight actually very well.
No, because you murdered them.
So I murdered them because they're exceptional.
Yes.
So Sentinels, on paper they look bad. Okay, they look average. The armored Sentinels are a 7 wound, toughness 6, 3 up save walker that hits on 4s. Doesn't sound special, right? Apart from the fact they've got the platoon keyword and they've got the squadron keyword, which means they can be affected by both mechanised orders or standard regimental orders.
And perfectus orders.
And they can be affected, so they can take any one of the 3 sets of orders.
Yeah.
And they're core.
Yeah.
So they're very good.
Which means they can benefit from the reroll ones to wound from the banner and reroll ones to hit from a castellan. And obviously things like old grudges affect them. And something else that affects them as well. And I can't remember what it was. But they're just really good.
Yeah. But even things like, because they can take tank orders, you can give them OBSEC from a tank and walk onto an objective.
There's a relic banner which affects units within core units within 6 inches, where they ignore the damage cap and any rules that stop you from taking wounds. So Sentinels can kill Catan, can kill Gaz.
Yeah.
From across the table.
And that OBSEC order you get from tanks shouldn't be sniffed at as well, because not forgetting that you score at the end of your command phase, and orders happen in your command phase. So I'm on an objective with my Sentinel, and Joe walks some OBSEC units onto it, and so to stop me from scoring it, and then in my turn I go, OBSEC, money him.
Or take aim, if you've got enough characters to do it, because if you've got the Castellan and them, you go, take aim, take aim, take aim. So all three Sentinel squads, if they've all got las cannons, for instance, they're all hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Strength 9, re-rolling wound rolls of 1.
Re-rolling wound rolls, and they're -4 AP.
And if you've got old grudges and that's what you're shooting at, they actually wound them +1 to wound as well. Strength 9 +1
so
in
they
re-roll
basically
1s.
wound everything in the game on 2s.
Sentinels are very good. I don't want to use any of them, because how many points are they? Like 60, 70 points a Sentinel?
You can fit 3 in for 140, I think.
So I think I'd still take a tank. I think I'd still take a Lehman Russ over a Sentinel.
I don't have it. It's 135 points for 3 Sentinels.
So it's 20 points less than a Lehman Russ.
And armoured ones get all his dust.
They do get all his dust.
So if you shoot them with a 1 damage weapon, they go from a 3 up armour save to a 2 up armour save. They've got the smoke rule, so you can give them smoke screen, and you can give them the ablative armour as well. So,
and Joe, you can give them chainswords now.
That's cool.
And they come in with 3 attacks at that point. Strength 6 -2, 2 damage.
That's very cool.
That's fucking cool. So I do rate them. I don't want to use them personally. I am going to build 3 of the new ones just because they're cool models. But I do really rate Sentinels. Contrast of the score and what we've just seen from Votan are still wildly obnoxious.
They're so oppressive. Like, I'm here and I have to have fun. And right, if I wasn't playing against friends, right, if I was at a tournament right now,
You'd be tilt.
After your turn 2, I would have been like, thank you very much, I'm done. And I'd just be like, you could take it. Because they're not a fun army to
Other
play
people out
against.
there have said they're not that broken and they shouldn't have been nerfed, Joe. By the way, the nerf means that every time I auto-wounded you today, it would have counted as a 6, which is important for the railguns because damage spills over. And it also means that all of my stuff would have been cheaper. I'd have got more on the table.
Yeah. So to put it in simple terms, with the old rules, he would have had another land fortress on the table, right?
The land fortress went from like 220 to 330.
Yeah.
It's still ridiculously
So
cheap
in
at
2000,
330.
so you would have either had, potentially, given the points increase and everything, you could have had another land fortress and probably another squad of infantry.
No, but maybe not far off. I think, yeah.
Or another Sagittar.
Sagittar's 150. You take 2 of those. This is the first. So I've not used Sagittars before today. Oh my god, they're good. Beam las cannons. Who thought that was a good idea? And then even their bolt cannons that sit on the front, which just look like heavy bolters, are 6 shots at strength 6 minus 2 damage.
So they're just better.
They're like, oh, I see your heavy bolter, and I'm going to go better strength, better AP.
How many points is 2 of those?
2 Sagittars, 300 points, 150 points each.
Yeah. So
there are different weapons. You can take different weapons on them. I don't know why. I mean, I've got an obsession with beam weapons, and I hope you guys maybe tonight have seen why I'm so obsessed with beam weapons. So you can take the high last beam lesson. Instead, you can take the L7 missile launcher. Its basic profile, if you don't include my additional 4 inches of range from being the conglomerate, is a 30-inch Hunter 1 or D6, depending which way you go. The Hunter 1 is a crack missile, essentially. Strength 9, so better than a crack missile. AP 2, D6 damage. And the blast weapon, which is D6 blast, is strength 5, minus 1 damage. So just better than frag. You can also take the autocannon heavy 6, strength 7, minus 2 damage, which you see on the big guy, which does a lot of work.
Which you would never take.
Or you can take the Sagittar missile launcher, heavy 2, 36-inch range, so with my conglomerate becomes a 40-inch range, much like the high last beam cannon. Strength 10, minus 3, flat 3 damage. But the last cannon's a beam, and I just don't think you can...
The missile launcher, you get both variants?
You can choose one of the two profiles, yes. But I just don't see... The high last beam cannon, yes, you get D6 damage instead of the flat 3, strength 9 instead of strength 10, and shorter range. But it's a beam with 2 shots.
Yeah.
How many things did I hit? One, you look at that and you go, it's a 2-shot last cannon. Yeah, but I've just hit 3 tanks. So I've hit each tank twice. I've hit 6 times with a 2-shot gun. Same as these guys, the Thunderkin, right? 1-shot conversion beamer at 30 inches. But if you're more than 15 inches away, it's 2 shots. What? Why?
It's like... Because who are the marine heavy melter guys?
The Eradicators.
Eradicators. So if you don't split fire and you shoot at the same thing, you get 2 shots, right? But guess what? They don't hit every single other unit on the way through.
Yeah, and you still got to roll a hit. I like the fact that with these ones, you roll once, and if you're more than 15 inches away, it just counts as 2 hits.
Yeah.
Cool.
It counts as 2 hits, and that second hit also counts for every other unit along the way.
Yeah. So we're talking about 2 brand new codexes right now. Obviously, one's slightly newer than the other one. Votan are still busted. I still think they need some work. I don't think they are obnoxiously going to walk away with all the tournaments, but I still think for your opponent to really enjoy himself, because you are right, if we didn't know each other, you're going to have had probably a bad time tonight in general, right? So I still think they need to work. Guard, however, there was some stuff that came out with the leaks that happened before the Codex was previewed on Saturday, and actually subsequently, where some of the stuff that they've previewed, they've gone, this army looks broken, this army's busted. I personally stand on the side of the fence that says this is a very well-balanced Codex that I think personally, on the whole, really fits the narrative of the Guard and pushes you towards playing the way the Guard should play on the tabletop narratively.
Yeah.
So I'm actually okay with it. I am sad about Yarick.
Yeah.
I'm sad about a lack of flavour for Mordians and Valhallans and Armageddon and Steel Legion. And I'm genuinely sad about Basilisks and Squadrons because I've got Armageddon pattern Basilisks at like AS90s and I just wanted to fill loads of those.
I think I'm not overly upset about regiments going away, mainly because, right, so for instance, the Valhallans, right, you've got all infantry armies, you've got artillery armies, you've got armoured infantry, so mechanised infantry, you've got... so basically, there's so many different branches within that army that in the old book all had the exact same rules.
But when you do artillery armies, it's less than it used to be. So you used to be able to go, you know what, I'm going to field all infantry and all basilisks because that's my army.
Yeah.
And my infantry are pushing forward whilst my shells are coming over the top, which is very military.
Which is the same, but the Valhallan's old regimental doctrine wasn't that great for basilisks.
No, but fuck Valhallans. I'm not talking about Valhallans in general, I'm talking about Guard.
Yeah, I think I'd like to build your own one because it means that because there are millions and millions of different regiments across the entire breadth of the universe, they're all going to have different training. I love the Elysians used to be incredible.
It's just If imagine Chaos Codex comes out and you didn't have any Black Legion rules.
Yeah.
Are you going to be a bit sad about that?
I would probably be quite sad.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so for a lot of people out there who have spent... There's a guy we know, DZ, right?
Yeah.
Lovely chap, one of the nicest people I know in the hobby, called Mordian John.
Yeah.
He's Mordian John on Discord, he's Mordian John on Instagram. The reason why he's Mordian John is because he collects Mordians, and all of his army, with the exception of the tanks obviously, are metal Mordians. And he's got like 160 Mordian infantry.
Yeah.
Right? All metal. So he spent a long time on eBay, sometimes spending £80, £90 buying a box of 10 metal Mordians to add to his collection. I mean, he's got to have arms like fucking Arnie when he walks in carrying army cases. And so he's done all that. And whenever we played on the channel, he'd come to the channel and he'd go, Mordian Regimental Doctrine, despite the fact it's shit. Mordian Warlord trait, despite the fact it's shit. Mordian Relic, despite the fact it's shit. Because it's Mordian and I love Mordians. And he's lost all of that flavour for his thing that he loves the most. Now, there's definitely better ways he can run it now, and he's got options to make his army better because he can take better doctrines and better warlord traits and better relics. That's fine. I'm not arguing about how good you can make the army now. What I'm arguing about is the loss of flavour. I do, however, and I said this in the review, think that when you put a lot of that flavour back, it makes the balancing act easier across the codex. Because now, at the moment, you look at some codexes out there and you go, well, if we're looking at Eldar or Chaos or whatever, well, that's an auto-take. That's an auto-take Craft World, that's an auto-take Craft World, that one's Pants, that one's Pants, that one's Pants. And suddenly, everyone's playing Ulthway, or everyone's playing the one that means 6s for Shuriken Weapons auto-wound, right? Same with Chaos. Suddenly, everyone's got Abaddon, everyone's got Black Legion.
So, there are some relics from previous regiments that are still going. So the Claw of the Desert Tiger for the Tal arms.
Yeah, it's a Gatekeeper, it's just not locked to Acadian anymore.
Yeah. So
it's an interesting argument. I think it's better for balance, and I like the fact that it's better for balance, but I don't like the fact that to some extent people have lost flavour. I'm okay with it if they do this across all the codexes and go, you know what? All you people that went out there and repainted everything Black Legion, you could have just kept them as whatever you had them as, because it's fine. We don't mind. You just make your own rules up with the custom doctrines, or you just take this one we've got. And for that reason, I think this is cleaner, and I prefer it.
Yeah, because it is an odd one because. Like, for the example, through Space Marines, for instance, not all Space Marine chapter tactics are built equally.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, the custom regimental doctrines, they've done a good job of actually making nothing obviously an auto-pick. So let's take Necrons.
Yeah.
Custom Necron Dynasty, all advanced 6 inches, everything's obsec.
Yeah.
Right? So you saw. This one, I don't feel like you do the same. And for Guard players, if you currently have Krieg, or you currently have Mordians, or you currently have Catechins, or whatever it is you have, you can now go in there. We can have 4 Krieg players who can look at custom regimental doctrines, and each one of them can go, this is the 2 that I've picked.
Yeah.
And they could quite frequently be different, and I kind of like that, though.
Yeah.
Because that allows you to go, well, my Krieg regiment prefers artillery, or my Krieg regiment prefers tanks, or my Catechins prefer sentinels, or whatever it is you're using.
I think you'll see a lot of cult of sacrifice for
Krieg, yeah. Because it fits. Anyway, it has been fun playing the Guard twice today.
Paddy's doing the peace sign.
I've got 2 things before we wrap up.
I was about to ask you that as well.
Yeah, look at that. Great mind. Before we sort of hand over back to them to finish, welcome Chroma Cypher for joining us at Scold! !Discord in the chat. Make sure you get in this. And
Legend.
Christopher super chatted to say hello to the best YouTubers in the world with a little heart emoji.
Oh,
Thanks
you.
very much, Christian.
Love you. So yeah, I mean, I've played Guard twice now today with what I think is one of the strongest codexes currently in 40k. I will go as far as saying previous versions of the Guard Codex, I probably win this even sooner, the way that the dice were rolling today.
Yeah.
So the Guard have definitely stepped it up. We will see the Guard again on Thursday against another super tough opponent. We're going to put them through their paces. We're trying them against some hard opponents at the moment, and poor old Joe, who's been so excited for this Codex. But you also can look at matchups like Votan and even like Tau and go, I still don't think this is an auto-lose. I have a chance.
Yeah.
Again, a couple of moments in this game that swung the other way with dice rolls, and you probably beat me.
Yeah.
There's only 15, 20 points in it.
The Guard army is based. What I'm running at the moment is what I have.
Yes, of course.
So it does. So that obviously influences it a bit.
And of course, you turn over to auto-winning when you end up with 15 cavalry.
No, I don't think the cavalry are that good.
15 polar bears.
15 polar bears is a different story. I've got 3 sentinels at home, which I need to get done, which basically replace the easy fix. I replace 1 basilisk with 3 sentinels. Done.
Try again. Yeah.
Done.
We'll see what happens. I enjoyed it anyway. I'm excited. One day I'll feed you more things for your Death Strike so you get to roll more than one dice. Like we said, on Thursday we will see Astra Militarum again in a preview game against the Tau. There is, looking at the schedule next week, there is opportunity to put more Astra Militarum. It's a 2-week pre-order, okay? There's still plenty of boxes left. If you !element in the chat, or click the link in the video description below, you can go and pick up KD stands boxes from Element. When I looked today, I think it was, if it was today, it might have been yesterday, there were still boxes left waiting for people to buy them. It's a beautiful box. I really, really rate it. The Codex isn't overpowered. I don't like the fact that it's not going on general release the same day that they're releasing the box set, but that is what it is. I don't think we'll see the general release Codex until the new year, is my gut instinct, because if we look at other Codexes, you've waited 4 to 6 weeks before the general release Codex has come out, so we're probably looking at an after Christmas release for the Standard Guard Codex. So if you want to get your hands on that beautiful book, you need to buy it before the limited, apparently they've got loads of them currently, which is good, box runs out. So get your hands on that box from Element. It's a very good book. It's a very good box. There's some beautiful kits in there, and you're not going to turn up and instantly feel bad for curb stomping with thick Thousand Crisis suits or with Votan or any of that other nonsense that exists in the game right now. So I urge you to pick it up. It's a great book. We've showcased some interesting stuff today. I think, again, I still think Russ's are much better.
Oh, Russ's are a lot better. I've got a 3rd Vanquisher turret. So I think my goal is I will probably replace... I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it. I think I might... On the current bit, I might drop the Plasma Cutioner for a Vanquisher. But I love the Plasma Cutioner. But the problem, the Plasma Executioner is just not as good as a standard Lima Russ anymore.
I agree.
It was better, now it is worse.
Well, you get the better AP, which is probably better into Armour of Contempt.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
I think having one without the side sponsons is the way to go for him. Because he's cheaper, obviously, and you can just kind of sit at the back, and when you come up against someone like Votan or Space Marines, you can just be like, overcharge, reroll ones, have lots of damage free.
Hope you guys have enjoyed this anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the Astra Militarum. If you've watched the review, let me know. Please let us know if you've watched that review. If not, go check the review out. I've got some more. There's some stuff I don't think we maybe covered tonight that's in that review. We review very differently to other channels, so we don't just sit there and read the book to you because that's super fucking boring, and it removes your excitement when you open that new codex. We go through 15 hot takes. We talk about the 3 biggest changes, the 3 biggest winners, the 3 biggest losers, my 3 standout units, not necessarily the best, my 3 standout units, and my 3 favourite stratagems. Check out that review. It's been relatively well received so far. People seem to like it as a style of review. So check that one out. Big shout out, big thank you to Paddy. Claps in chat for Paddy, who's run the stream for the first time ever, and I literally gave him a crash course half an hour beforehand, and I'm genuinely not overstating this when I say it's quite a complicated setup that I've built. So fair play to you, mate. You've done a good job. Have you found it all right?
I found it great. The one thing I haven't actually learned is how to end the stream.
No, it's fine. And you also didn't use that camera at all.
No, it's too complicated. Too many buttons. I wasn't going to muck around with that other camera.
So, on the left-hand side of the stream deck, there's a button that says end stream.
Yeah.
And there's another button below it that says something else.
End screen and stream.
So end screen is what you're going to want in just a moment when I say goodbye, okay?
Cool.
All right, that's the one you want. And then I'm going to have to run over there to do the end credits because I haven't told you to do that, and I wouldn't try to take you through it now. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, if you haven't hit that like button, and oh look at you!
Yeah.
He's getting used to where all the buttons are now. Click, click, ding.
Yeah.
That's how we finish. Click, click, ding.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.